we go. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you. Give me just a moment. I am still sending out things because we're a little bit tight today. As you can notice, obviously, we got new stuff going on. And, yeah, we're going to see how that works out. So give me a second. By the way, for those of you who are here, nice. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry I was late. Just trying to get everything done in time and wanted to get this new, trying to get this new chatting screen up that I think might be a little bit, probably a little bit nicer than the other one, because now I get to be like big screen and pick up all your stuff and you get to see me all there. So, tell me what you think while I continue to send those out. So give me a second here, because we got to send lots of things. Let's see here. So we're gonna do. Okay, we'll get back to that later. I'm gonna just pop that in Streamer, and we're gonna go here. More Thavnair quests. Oop. And then I will send this to, who else do I need? Who else needs to get one? I will send one to, there you go. And by the way, how does everything sound? How do we sound? Does everything sound good? Do I sound all nice, clean? Well, apparently I can't talk, but but at least when I'm not talking, does it sound good? That's what I'm asking. And one more. It sounds like you are in a bigger room or farther away from the mic. That is true. That is true. Nice and cream. What? How do you sound cream? Yeah, so I did do that. I'm sure, yeah, I hope it does sound fine. Oh, but I do see something. I am starting to, it does show that it's cutting things off. So give me a second. Let me fix that. We're fixing things. We're doing things. And yeah. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I've grabbed my room. Things are not supposed to move that way. There we go. Let's try grabbing that thing, and now we can move the chat. There we go. Look at that. Now you guys can see all the stuff, and hopefully that looks. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this? You guys like this? I feel like it feels a little bit closer. Like, I guess more intimate might be the right word. I'm not sure. But let me try this. Let me try one thing. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to move the mic over here because I'm kind of talking away from the microphone. And so, it's weird because there's such a difference. Because when I'm talking with you guys, by the way, I'm kind of a little catty corner here. Hold on. There we go. That's better. And immediately my neck does the... Straighten out. Let's straight posture. Yes. All right. Nah, it still does the thing. Oh well. Yeah, it's weird because when I talk with you guys, I'm looking over here at this one, and you guys can actually see. Like, it's very obvious when I go to play games, I turn here. So you kind of get to see that. Hi. Oh, and I think I still had one more. Yeah, I have one more to send. If you. Streaming now, if you would like to come. There we go. Posture is important. It is very important. Even as a VTuber, you know, it is important for you to stand up, because otherwise the camera does not check things, it doesn't catch everything, and you know, you won't look right. But yeah, no, it is a good thing to always, like, you know, sit nicely and everything else from there. No worries. Just in case. Okay. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like this setup a little bit better? I think it like I said, I like it. I like it. So here's the thing. I accidentally triggered this scene last stream. Like, I accidentally put this up because this was something I was doing for, like, when I made videos for Twitter. And I put this up there and I was like, oh, I did not mean to switch to this. But then, well, Bold, you contacted me afterwards and you were like, that was a kind of a cool scene. You should do something with that. I was like, And I thought that all the VTubers that I've seen always have this kind of like big screen. Like when it's you and me and we're here talking, it's, you know, there's pretty big, you know, you want to see most of this. And I always felt like the other one was kind of just a little bit, you know, piecemeal. Like it's nice to see the chat. Like that was the one thing that was important to me about that one, is I wanted everybody to be able to see the chat. Yeah, I feel like this is a little bit more, I want to use another word other than intimate, but I can't think of another one that's better. If you like it, don't have to do it just because others do. No, I do. No, it's more of the, like, it was something that I didn't like about the other one, and I always didn't like it. But I couldn't quite put my finger on what to do instead. Like, I couldn't put my finger on, like, what was the better thing to do. So I was just kind of like, okay, well, we'll just do that and go with it. So then when I kind of like, but you do have a thing and you could do this thing. And I was like, oh, well, I already have it. Well, then this looks better. So hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you like it. I mean, obviously if you don't, well, I mean, we can work on it. Like, I think that's the thing. Like, this is still, like I've said before, this is definitely a thing for me to express myself and for me to kind of, you know, do everything. But that doesn't mean I'm not open to feedback. That doesn't mean I'm not willing to, you know, listen to what you guys have to say. This is your place too. It's kind of like if I I don't know, it's weird like that, but it's fine. It's fine because that we're just here and we're all gonna have a good time. That's the whole point. So what are we planning to do tonight? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to finish side quests that we missed last time because we got distracted. Yes, so that is going to be the plan for tonight, is we are going to go through more side quests in Thavnair, and we are going to hopefully stay on task enough to finish all the Thavnair quests and the Radz quest, because I saw that there are a few side quests in Radz. Hey, we got distracted. Well, no, I'm talking about we as in you and I, you know, like as in you all said things which then distracted me. This is a joint effort here. This is not a part of it's a solo show, but you guys do direct me. You guys do have some push and pull here. You guys can push and pull it. Wait. Yeah. Look over there. Hmm? Oh. I looked too far. Now that. So yeah. By the way, did everybody? Scatterbrain. did everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day? I hope you did, even if you don't have some. Well, if you do have somebody, I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day. Hope you got to share some time with the person that you love. And if you don't, if you are by yourself, then I hope that you did something special for yourself, because self-love is very important. It is a thing that everyone should do, and especially on Valentine's Day. I forgot. Yes, no, I didn't. I didn't forget. I usually do, which is really weird. For some reason, I actually remembered it. But yeah, I always used to tell, because of course, like, that's the thing on Valentine's Day. Everybody's like, oh, I have no one. I am single. I feel left out of this. And of course, you know, like for me, it's the, you know, if you're single, then it's a good time for you to do something for yourself and to show yourself how much you love you. How much you love you. That sounds, it's the right way to say it, but it just doesn't sound right when you say it. But yeah, like, I hope you guys did something nice for yourself. Like, you know, made yourself a nice dinner, or, you know, played that game that you wanted to play for a while, or, you know, sat on the couch and binged out on Netflix, or I don't know, you had a lovely, have a lovely and romantic evening with yourself. Any of those things. I hope you did one or more or all of them, and I hope that you truly, truly feel loved. Because everybody deserves that. We should probably get back to playing, shouldn't we? You know, it's probably a thing that if I'm gonna say we're gonna do quests, we probably need to get onto it and stop stalling. And plus we have plenty of time to talk about all the other things. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get into the game, shall we, bandits? Alright. Well, we last left off. Oh, actually, we need to switch our class because we want to get XP for these things, and we were doing it on Ninja, I think? Yes, we were trying to do Ninja because we wanted to see how much XP we would get for doing all of these quests. Ooh. You guys tell me how the stream's doing, because I'm getting a nice warning light that's telling me that things are not happy. If things go bonkers, let me know, because it's trying to tell me that things are bonkers, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I can't trust anything that's done on here anymore because I can't see half the stuff. And why are there all these quests there that I don't see? Are they upstairs? I guess so. We may have to go hunting. We have to go quest hunting. Find the rest of these. All right, let's look at Mr. Timid. I am going to be so happy when I'm done with the quest here, for no other reason that I would like to actually be able to pronounce people's names and say them properly, and I can't really do that on this zone. It's always horrible. Let's see here. A nose for trouble. The timid Arcasadara is in need of protection. You look pretty strong. Do you think you could help me? I need someone to guard me while I gather agony grass for my medicines. Its scent is difficult to follow, even for we Arcasadara. I can't concentrate and watch my back at the same time. Please, I'm afraid some beast will strike me while my guard is down. I am in your debt. I'll sniff out some agni grass, so follow me. Alright. Agni grass we go. Oh, and the agni grass is actually over here. That was the most convoluted way to have just gone around the corner. Sniff, sniff. There. It's faint, but I can smell the grass from that way. Let's go. Nope. Also, I learned something. I learned something today, or actually not today. I learned it yesterday. So YouTube does all these kind of fun stats things for every time that I upload a video. Not any of my live streams. For whatever reason, they don't really live streams they think are weird. But for any videos that I'll upload, especially all the clips, they always give me all kinds of funny stats and things for when they come out. And it was very interesting. The last clip that I uploaded from our previous Thavnair video, apparently is my best video performing to date. So much so that YouTube launched a bunch of fireworks at me when I opened up YouTube today. And was like, congratulations! Your video is #1 of all your videos that you videoed. And I've been told about that. I've been told that like there's like apparently there's a thing that you chase the fireworks. So I got my first fireworks and now I'm gonna be chasing it. I guess. Not really. This is it. Agni grass. I'll grab a few bundles, you keep watch. I'd hate to get eaten so close to my goal. Yeah, that would suck. So we'll keep an eye on you while you get okay. Survey the area, defeat any enemies. All right, so we just pace back and forth looking for enemies. No. No enemies. A hostile presence. All right, just the one, I guess. Thank you for watching over me. I got all sorts of ingredients, even more than I hoped for. All thanks to you. If you weren't there, I would have been too scared to... What was that? Perhaps we should continue our talks back at the Great Work. Alright. So we have saved Mr. Timid Guy while he went out hunting on grass. Then he gathered up more stuff that was besides the grass. And now we head back. We made it back in one piece. I really can't thank you enough. With your brawn and my nose, I got enough agni grass to solve a whole army's digestive issues. Having olfactory senses 5 times as strong as your average Midlander comes in handy sometimes. This place can be a bit much though. So many smells mingling and clashing and all of them so strong. Anyway, thank you again, kind venturer. Please take this. Oh, and away he goes. Thought. Random thought that I had earlier today. I'm interested. So, I know one of the things that's always been big on Twitch streams has always been a little bit more, I guess, interactivity. Like where streams can do... I don't know. Like, I know that, like, for one thing, I know that there's a lot of stuff that we can't do on YouTube just because YouTube doesn't do it. Like, we can't do emotes. You know, I'd love to have custom emotes, but, yeah, we might be able to if I do that whole better TV thing, but that seems a little bit complicated. I don't know, but I've been thinking about, like, you know, because I know that there are some places that do like soundboards and other things where you guys can do stuff. Does that strike any interest in you guys at all, or are you guys all happy to just watch and kind of chat and we do the thing? I'm fine either way. I mean, I kind of like the idea of you guys being a little bit more able to you know, do your own jokes and things, and you know, but I kind of want to, you know, I like you what you have to say. I want to know. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me the things. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to this quest. Cutting edge solutions. Apasa regards you with mild annoyance. What'd I do? Are you just going to stand there and watch me work? I'm really quite busy, you know. Here, make yourself useful and distribute this coding agent amongst the quarriers at the Giant Skull grounds. Oh. Well, rude. That's the rudest quest giver I've had so far. What the heck is that? Nobody likes you around here. Go do these chores. Get out of my face. Ah. I tell you though, I like the idea of getting us flying first before we do any of the other quests, because would we like to spend the next 3 streams in Thavnair? This is how we spend 3 nights in Thavnair. Go do my shit. Yes, that is exactly what we just got out of that, was go do my shit. Not even a thanks or anything. It's just greetings, stranger. Alright, what is this? Coating agent. Prepared by the Great Work Alchemist, this oil can be used to reinforce the points and edges of stone cutting tools. You've brought our coating agent. The alchemists must be up to their necks in it if they're asking outsiders to run their errands. They usually prefer to make such deliveries in person. Are they eating? I'll wager they're not eating. Maybe I should cook a pot of something and pay them a visit. He's already being nice. They being nice to those people. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, is a please too much? Yeah, exactly. Who are you then? I have your coding agent. Coding agent. Ah, our magic alchemy oil. If we don't coat our tools with this stuff from time to time, they won't so much as scratch the giant skull. It'd be like mining rock with a wooden spoon. The durability is what makes it worth quarrying, though, and it's a fine ethereal conductor to boot. If you ever need a material like that, you know where to find us. Sinewy stonecutter. What exactly is sinewy? Like, what is that? What is that even? What is that? Like, I know what sinew is. Like, it's like the stringy parts. But how are you stringy? I don't know. That doesn't make. I don't know how I would never use the word sinewy to describe anybody. Just saying. Come to see the master quarriers at work, have you? No, I've brought your coding agent. Oh, my mistake. Seems you were here on a job of your own, and an important one at that. Without a steady supply of coating oil, things around here would grind to a halt. Grind to a halt, get it? Ah! Giant Skull is one of Thavnair's most sought-after resources, and we don't want to be caught low on stock when the trading ships start leaving port again. Alright, we have delivered the coding agent to all 3 people who have since vanished without a trace. And now we go back to Mr. Do It. Ooh, and it's a nice and clear. This zone is really pretty. It's still one of those things that amazes me because like you see zones like this and it's all so new and it's also it's something that's different, but yet it still just feels like Final Fantasy. It still feels like 14. It doesn't feel out of place, even though it's like very different from everything else that's come before it in a lot of ways. So very colorful, very colorful. Sinewy, a person who is lean and muscular. Interesting. I would have never thought to use that word in that fashion. But hey, learn something new every day. You again? Thank you for delivering those goods. We have a relationship with the couriers which stretches back for generations and an abiding respect for the difficulties we each face. As such, I'm glad your timely delivery prevented any undue loss of labor. One day soon, I'd like to sit down and share a drink with our stone-cutting friends. Please take your payment and leave me to my work. As I said, I'm really quite busy. Ah, and look, Nidana's still here. This is where she comes after. So what did she say? Oh, Kitasha, it's wonderful to see you, but perhaps now is not the best time for you to be here. The other alchemists have been searching for you. They've come to understand your penchant for manipulating Akasha, and they wish to run tests. I'd rather you not be subjected to their ceaseless poking and prodding, unless you want to, of course. Poke me, prod me. Alright. Next quest. There's so many weird. Oh, let's go to this. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this building over here. What is this? Oh. Look at this little hidden place in the middle of hidden places. Really? This name. Why? Why do they name these people these things? Nashrifal. High importance, low urgency. Nashrifal wants to help their fellows at the great work, but can't do it alone. Hello there, adventurer. Can you help me? I need someone to go around and see if anyone is want for supplies. I would do it myself, but we alchemists are all so busy that no one wants to bother each other with selfish requests. But if an outsider like you asks, it just might open up a bit. Please, I need to start restocking, but at this rate I'll never know what needs replenishing. I would really appreciate your help. Thank you. I should mention that it might be a bit difficult to get some of the workers' attention. Everyone is exhausted, so make sure to greet them to get them out of their heads. Alright, so we have an Emote Quest. To go and do emotes at people until they... Can I make this jump? That looks pretty far. I should probably try sprinting. Let's see if I can sprint and make it. Whoa! I needed that sprint. Oh, I needed that sprint. Oh, we made it. Oh yeah, so he's grumbling something to himself. He may take notice after you greet him. All right, we'll do the greet thing. Hello. Oh, what's the matter with me? You nearly fell asleep. Sorry about that. Did you need to speak with me? Let me think. There are no alchemical components I need at the moment, but I could stand to have some non-perishables on hand. I end up skipping meals because I'm too busy with work, so something nutritionally dense that I can eat one-handed while I work would be a lifesaver. If there's food stuff like that, I'll take as much as I can get. right. Number 1. I'm gonna guess that quest marker. Let's see. Yep, because I don't see anybody over here. I'm gonna guess that number 2. Oh, nope. It's right there. My tea is nearly done, which means I can... they're caught up in their work. You may need to greet them. Oh, terribly sorry. It wasn't my intention to ignore you. Can I help you? Well, since you ask, I am ever wanting for more tea and milk. A nice cup of chai is just what my body and mind need to unwind after a few sleepless nights of work. Ooh, chai. I want some chai. It isn't something I can readily ask for, seeing as it isn't strictly a necessary medicinal ingredient. I know that seeing to your own well-being is essential to producing quality work, but I just can't bring myself to be so selfish. Ah. Damn it, I have a craving now. I hate that. Nope, let's not ride our mount into their nice workshop. Alright, Maruvet, what do you need? Oh, she doesn't seem to notice you. Perhaps if you greet her. Apologies, I was miles away. Is there something I can do for you? Now that you mention it, I'm running low on serpent's root. It has all sorts of medicinal uses, so I feel I can never have enough. I still have some stock left, but you never know what might come up. It certainly couldn't hurt to have some extra. Alright, we have greeted all the alchemists, asked them for their needs. I know, I want to, but I don't have any. I would have to go to the... That would be horrible. Be like, alright guys, listen. It's been fun, it's been great. We've literally only done like 2 quests so far, but I gotta go, cause chai. So, see ya, suckers. That'd be horrible. See, this is the price you pay when you are not prepared with proper chai. You're back. What did everyone ask for? I had a hunch you'd be able to get more out of them than me. None of these requests are particularly unexpected, but only the non-perishable food I think we can get is pickles, and that doesn't sound quite like what he wanted. I do want to make sure everyone is eating properly. I know they all rely on their medicines to get them by when they're too busy to eat. I wonder... I'll ask a friend of mine from Charlotte if there's anything to be done. Anyway, that's a problem for me to think about, not you. Thank you for your help. But I will. Oh, but I will. I will. You know, later tomorrow, oh, there will be shopping. There will be a shopping trip, and chai tea will be acquired. I kind of want to go look it up right now. Like, okay, it's nope. Focus. We're gonna focus on the quest. The Great Heist. Varpasa is searching for something at the Great Work. Damn, who could have done this? It wasn't you, was it? No, it couldn't have been. Besides, an upstanding adventurer like yourself wouldn't be so cruel as to steal my wares. You wouldn't be willing to lend a hand in getting them back, wouldn't you? Pat. Oh, thank you. He looked to be male, about this tall, and dressed in all black alchemist garb. That's all I can tell you. I didn't get a good look at him before he ran off towards Akyali. I can't trust anyone here. Who knows how many accomplices he has lurking about. But you're not from here, so you're in the clear. I know I can trust you to track down that thieving lowlife. Alright, thieving lowlife, who has gone off to Akyali, and we will find Akyali, which is this way. Let's go this way. We'll enjoy some seaside time. Yeah, because I can't really have gone off on the whole Valentine's Day thing and say, you know, you need to make sure you love yourself, and then, you know, say, oh, but not for me. Nope, that goes for me too. So, yes. You guys have any recommendations? How many of you guys... Actually, I should ask. You guys like chai? What kind of tea do you guys like? Inquiring minds would like to know. Where is it? I know it's over. Aha! Let's get a good look at this, Mr. Suspicious Alchemist. Ha ha! I've caught you, sir. Ha ha ha. That fool left herself wide open to get robbed. She didn't even notice me following her from the port. Now all I have to do is sell off this fancy metal and I'll never have to work another day in my life. Or for a few weeks at least. What are you doing, huh? Scram! You think you're some kind of defender of justice? As a matter of fact, sir. That is exactly what I am, but thank you for... Oh, more enemies have joined the fray. No, sir, you will not. We will take you down. No thieving from ladies at the great work. Tisk says. We now have the stolen box. Where'd it go? There we go. Stolen sheet metal. Sheet metal from Nadik and Velimes. Ah. That was a not nice thing for them to do. And so random, too. Like, seriously, just a random, like... Oh, this guy, he came in and stole my stuff. All right, and... Oh, that is not the door. That is the door. We're almost here. Arpasa, we have your things. How did it go? Oh, it went very well. My sheet metal! You got it back! Nothing stopping me now from fixing up that busted old furnace now. So what can you tell me about the culprit? One of the Elzen folk. Rare to see them around these parts. He must have traveled here from somewhere else. All sorts of people come to Razatan, not all of them respectable. The freedom of the city calls people from all lands and walks of life. He must have been aboard the same vessel as me, seeing as how he knew I was transporting valuables and tailed me from the port. I'll need to be more careful of my surroundings from now on. If only everyone was as trustworthy as you. In any case, I'm almost glad this was a clear-cut robbery. If it had been one of my comrades that stole from me, well, I don't want to dwell on it. Here, take this as thanks for hunting down the thief and returning my goods. Very nice. All right, and Kasuma, a name that I love. I love this name because I can pronounce it without even thinking about it. Kasuma, rushing up that hill, Kasuma seems hesitant to address you. Am I that scary? Excuse me, explorer, mercenary, adventuring person. Normally I wouldn't dream of bothering you, but this hardly seems the time to overburden the valiant soldiers of the Radiant Host. I just need a simple ingredient to conduct further my research. The complicated part is harvesting said ingredient without being murdered by the local wildlife. We did this already. We know how to murder the local wildlife. Would you be so kind as to venture into the hills and fetch me some bark shavings from the trees which grow there? Here, I'll lend you my special bark stripping knife. Ooh. I got a knife! Yes. Highly trained ninja. Gunbreaker. Mage. But I got a knife. No! Yay! Yay! I was not the only one who did that. Sometimes I tell those jokes, I quote those things, and I'm always like, please, 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 please let somebody else know what I'm talking about. Please let somebody else know that silly vine. So thank you, Bella, so much for making me feel not dumb, not as dumb. Hillside tree, and we're going to interact with it because you know this is how you take shavings. Am I the only person? I know. Well, actually, I know I'm not the only person because obviously there are enough of these videos around that are so popular. But goodness gracious, my friends and I we would sit on the couch, and after Vine passed away, we would all get on the YouTube and we would turn on the videos of all the old Vines, and we'd sit there and watch those for hours, just dying laughing at all of them. I don't even know how that's a thing. Like. But yeah, Vine was so special. Here's the thing, like, I can't remember. It's one of those things where I really cannot remember the last time. Wait, you. Ah, you're back. Have you brought the bark and my knife? Yeah. Yes, that smells absolutely wonderful. I can already imagine the fragrance when I craft the next batch of incense. Studying various methods for enhancing the effects of incense, you see. Specifically the scents that promote calm and tranquility. And with everything that's been happening, well, we could all do with a dose of calm and tranquility, couldn't we? Life can be trying at the best of times, and I'm hoping my research will help people endure the worst of them. Thank you kindly for your existence. Oh, you can hear me pouting. Very perceptive of you. Are we having fun yet? I am having fun. Where is our next quest that we are going to do? Oh, it is over here. Let us see what fun quest awaits us here. Oh, look. It is a Muscular Alchemist. It's such an important quest, they didn't even bother to give him a name I can't pronounce. Paint, perfume, and pecs. The Muscular Alchemist needs help finding ingredients for paint. You there, adventurer. I find myself in need of assistance. You will help me, won't you? But the necessary ingredients are rather rare. The amra in particular is difficult to come by, as it must be taken from the and not just any old juicy fruit will do. Only one held by the strongest, most virile male. What? Wait. What am I getting? What am I harvesting here? What kind of male fruit am I harvesting? What? And this is why we do these quests, because what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Crying. What the fuck is this? I'm scared to go on. I'm scared to hear what he's gonna say now. I'm hoping I'm like, I have misunderstood things. There is no way okay, this is... I know of a sure way to attract a suitable Velagaragala, but I'm afraid defeating the no, that's what he's talking about. If only a strong, brave, kind adventure could protect poor little me. I'm at your service, or I expect a some reward. Yeah, no, yes, yeah, it's either one is bad. They're both horrible. I love... No, I want my handsome reward. Put it in my hand. I feel safer already. Come now. I will lead you to where the Varagalagala gather. We head southeast. Of all the quests to give to an unnamed NPC, seriously, this is what you give. Oh my god, oh, my eyes are watering. Wow. I'm really hoping I'm misreading this quest. Like, I'm hoping that there's something, like I'm missing something. He's talking about a plant, isn't he? This is a plant, right? I've kept you waiting long enough. Let's get to it, shall we? Take this perfume and douse my frail, meager body in it. I must be as a flower dripping with sweet nectar. Quickly now, slather it on, else I won't catch the attention of even the weakest Faljagroglawa. It looks like I'm the handsome reward here. What the? Yeah, yes, I need an adult here. Fragrant oil, a strong sweet aroma drifts from this bottle. I'm having Hildebrand flashbacks here. Yep. 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 Let's get in real close here. Look at this. Perfect. I'm positively irresistible. Now, I'll use my wiles and enticing scent to lure a Vajigala this way. You wait here and prepare to strike him down. What the? What kind of dance is that? You know we're gonna get this. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm still at the I need an adult stage. You sense a hostile... Oh, I think I see now. We need his berry. Like the one on the back of his tail. He's still going though. Such valiance, I could hardly tear my eyes away as you heroically slayed the beast. Now the fruit, if you please. Amra, a particularly big and juicy Amra at peak ripeness. Yes, perfectly succulently ripe. This will make a fine paint. Our work here is done. Let us return to the great work before another sets its sight on me. I don't think you need to worry about that, sir. At all. Many thanks for your assistance, adventurer. I never imagined I procured such a fine component for my paint. Ah. Say, do you know why the Vajragalura carry this fruit? They present them to their desired mates. Hence the... Oh, see, I knew there was something else to it. I was like, there's no way we're doing this. Oh. It's because they go and find fruit and then they carry it in their tails. Pheromones, you see. The Amra is also the official fruit of Thavnair. You can eat it or use it as painting material, as I shall, of course. But it is also said to ward off evil and secure a strong family lineage. But there's more to this fruit than mere superstition. It has sufficient antibacterial properties to be used as a household remedy to keep any family well. Oh, but listen to me rambling on and on. Allow me to thank you once more. I hope our paths will cross again. Oh, do tell. Do tell. What did the censors do? How have I been censorized? Did my stream go offline for like a while? That'd be great. They'd be like, yeah, you're going after dirty things. We're just gonna cut you off now. Bye. But hey, look, only 2 more quests. 2 more quests in this whole area. Look at us go. I see the squeeze thing on Kit's feed, but not here. Wait. Oh. Yeah, I guess it popped through, but even but yeah, YouTube said you were a dirty bird. You birdie dird. Yes, you are naughty. Very naughty. The YouTube police are coming for you too. Wait, what? No. I've been a good raccoon. There's no problems here. Everything is fine, Ossifer. Nothing to see here. We're all just having a good time doing side quests. Nothing for you. I don't have any water. I'm thirsty and I have no water. I was not prepared for this. Why don't I take a moment and get some water so I can talk more, and that'll do things. It'll be good. Hang on 1 second. I have a be right back screen. Watch this. Check this out. Okay, we are back. I have water. Things are good. Hi, Catherine. Nice to see you again. Oh, no. Tough Tuesday where it is 59? That's actually, that's nice. That's a nice temperature. I like that. That's nice and cool. I'm sorry you had a tough Tuesday, though. Hopefully we can all relax. Did my neck is crooked again? I don't know what's causing this. Hold on one second. Let's do that all in one second. Ow. Yeah, sometimes the body gets a little wacky for whatever reason. Like all of a sudden my neck will just go bonkers. That's what I need. I need a little button for you guys to tell me my model's gone bonkers. Yep, come in, rest a while. It's all the things are. We're all just here relaxing and having a good time and hopefully actually finishing these quests this time. All right, yeah. Come on, YouTube, please. I know you're in San Fran. No, we don't need the YouTube police. The YouTube police can stay far, far away. They're nothing to see here. We're all having a good time and everything is fine. Yagina? Yeah, Yagina requires assistance at the great work. Aren't you the adventurer that saved Matsya? Excellent timing. If you have time to spare, I would ask a favor of you. You see, the dancers of Radz at Han are planning a performance to raise the people's spirits. We alchemists would like to support them with some of the finest accessories we can craft. Unfortunately, none of us have time to procure the crystals we need to finish them. It would be a great help if you could fetch the crystals from the merchant at the port at Yedlamad. Of course, we will provide you with the necessary funds. Many thanks. The merchant is already aware of the situation and should be expecting someone to come by. I'll leave the selection of stones up to your, no doubt, impeccable judgment. We've just met, but she already knows I have impeccable judgment. This is a woman of high class and caliber. The Texas and Florida Tuckers are my friend. Oh no. Wait, I don't know what that means. It's fine. It's fine. YouTube has been good. YouTube has been good to me. Well, let's rephrase. YouTube has not been bad to me. There's a difference. Twitch was bad to me, which is why I left. I just realized I took off flying to Yedlamad, and I didn't even realize if I was checking for where the quest marker was. Fortunately, the quest marker is in Yedlamad, so, you know, at least I'm kind of going in the right direction this time. Alright. Alright, well, we're here. Where is the questy person? Oh, they're up here. Oh, there we go. Crystal Merchant. What will you sell me, dear madam? Welcome, what can I help you with? What does it say? Heavy and full, this pouch is ready to be exchanged for precious crystals. Buying crystals for the alchemist? Yes, I did hear about that, or hear from them about that. Have you decided what you want to wish upon the crystals? Haven't you heard? Here in Radz at Han, crystals are given along with a wish. There's no need to think on it too deeply. Simply envision the wish you would entrust the dancers with granting to their spectators. Once I know that, I can pick out the perfect stone for the occasion. Ooh. Alright, guys. What do you guys think? Which would you wish for? Inner peace, protection from evil, or prosperity and wealth? That's a tough one. Because you kind of wish for all three. I'm making this a much harder decision than I need to. Let's say... Oh, I'm so sorry you haven't been sleeping well, Bella. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. Get some rest, girl. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. I got a knife. Seriously, that made my night. Thank you. We'll go with inner peace, because we could all use some inner peace. In that case, emeralds will do quite nicely. In olden times, it was believed that the brilliant green sparkle could heal the heart, as well as physical ailments. I will provide you with as many as I can within your budget. Be sure they make it safely back to the alchemists at the great work. I kind of like that idea. I like the idea of having... presents being given with a wish. You know, because kind of, I mean, it's kind of something we all do anyway. Like, if you know, whenever you give somebody a present, you're always like, you know, also usually giving them well wishes too. So I kind of like that idea of like, you know, having the wish for, like, it's usually like the present is the main thing and then the wish is kind of like the secondary thing. I like the idea of this where it's the wish is the big thing and that helps decide what the present is. It's kind of it's nice. It's fun take on things. Oh, we're down here. Down. Yes. We made it. Ah, there you are. With some precious stones for me, I assume. These are perfect. Thank you for your help. Do you mind if I ask what you wished upon them? Inner peace. I think we could all use a bit of that after all that's happened. A fine wish indeed. In Thavnair, they believe crystals have the power to grant wishes and heal sickness. It may sound like superstitious nonsense, but crystals are curious things. Part of them exists somewhere between the living and the material. As such, elemental energies can reside within them quite readily. They can influence your mind and spirit using the ether within you, which is precisely why the wish you imbue them with is so important. If the wish is impure, then so shall be the crystal's effect on the user. I can tell I made the right decision in asking for your help. Please take this as thanks. "12 years ago, the Foo Fight..." Wow. Wait, has it been... It's been 12 years? Has it really been 12 years? Really? I guess so. Wow. Actually, it's been longer than 12 years. Well, it's been, yeah, it's been longer than 12 years for sure, actually. Because that album came out in what, 2007? It's now... that's gotta be 17. Yeah, it came out in 2007. That's insane. You may be thinking that just what the YouTube video is. Because, yeah, I know they... But, yeah, that's still... I never have gotten used to all the... I've never gotten used to the music that I listen to getting old. Every time I hear about another 25-year, 30-year, 50-year reissue, I'm like, no. All right, Honest Alchemist. We didn't have good luck with the last unnamed person. What have you got? Missing Alchemist. The Honest Alchemist needs help. You've come by at the perfect time, adventurer. Could you help me find someone? One of my colleagues went to receive a delivery and hasn't come back. I'm worried something might have happened. Oh, thank you. He went to Yedlamad, so let's start by looking around the Aetheryte there. Alright, back to Yedlamad we go. Oh. I wonder. So how cool was this? So I follow Soken on Twitter. He tweets out, you know, lots of fun stuff. If you're a fan of the music of this game at all, give him a follow. He does lots of tweets about certain things and some behind the scenes stuff that's really cool if you're into the whole, like, if you're into the music stuff like I am. Anyway, he posted a video, or not a video, he posted a screenshot of his computer showing all the instruments that he used for one of the songs in Endwalker. And it was a really cool thing for me as someone who studied music to see, and someone who has done a lot of things with music, because a lot of the instruments that he's used for Final Fantasy are instruments that I actually have copies of. I have those exact instruments. And so now it's kind of cool as I'm kind of running around zones. Occasionally I'll hear certain sounds in the music and I'm like, oh, now I know that I know that this sound is coming from this instrument. So it's just one of those kind of fun things that, like, at some point whenever I can break those out, I'll be happy to try and play them again, see if I can make it. Like, there's something fun about playing a sound that was used in a song and playing it with the same sound. Like, just having that kind of connection to music is kind of nice. Sorry, tangent. I've been asking around about my colleague, and someone claims to have seen him setting out from port on a small boat. Maybe he just loaded the shipment on and headed back, in which case we must have just missed him. I hope that's all that happened. Let's head back to the Great Work. We should keep an eye on the shoreline on our way back, just in case. That seems rather odd. But we will follow the shoreline and see if we, like I said, keep our eyes peeled. Oh. Looks like we are here. Oh no! His boat must have capsized. I loaded everything on the boat to bring back, but something hit us and I managed to swim to safety, but the cargo... I'm so sorry. Forget the cargo. All that matters is that you're all right. We'll just have to do without the sunken goods. Shall I retrieve them for you, or... Looks like the perfect opportunity to practice my underwater breathing technique. What? You can do that? Yes, I can. Thank you. There were 5 articles in all. Some of them sunk, but some float. I'm sorry to leave all of this to you, but I need to get him home before his condition worsens. We'll head back to the Great Work first, so come meet us when you're done. Ooh, we're getting to do some water stuff. We haven't done... I don't remember the last time we've done water stuff at all. Oh, and there's a thing. There's a thing floating in the water. Can I? Yes, I'd like to plop in. All right. That's right. It's funny, like, ever since Stormblood, I always keep forgetting that you can actually swim under the water. Ooh. And it looks like there's something fun under there. Interesting. Like this piano. Yeah. It's just nice. All right, we got our 5 things. Let's see how far we can swim. Because they are just back at the Great Work. Yes. All right. I wonder if that's the edge of the water zone. I've always felt sad. Like the water was such a big thing for Stormblood. It was like, I mean, it was one of the selling points for the expansion, and they really didn't do anything else with it afterwards. Like, you know, there are. Oh. And we've hit the edge, and of course there's the marker there. Oh, I am so excited about those deep dungeons though. So excited. Cannot wait. It's gonna be super fun. And of course I'm like, I say that and I still haven't finished the first 2. Like, I still have not done those fully yet. So I need to get off my. I think that's one of the things we'll probably do once we're done with all the quests that are here. We'll probably try to do some deep dungeon runs and see what we can do with that. See if we can have some fun with that. You made it back. If you're worried about my colleague, he's fine. Just resting after clearing out the water in his lungs. I gave him some chai and he went right to sleep. Why? Why do they gotta be teasing me about the chai when it's You managed to retrieve all the lost cargo. Incredible. These are valuable weapons imported from Vilbrand. They just need a few alchemical finishing touches before they're complete. From here, they'll head off to the hands of the Radz Han warriors to help protect the Order. Thank you for everything, adventurer. And with that, we have finished all the quests at the Great Work. Nice, nice. So, let's head to Palika's Stand, where the next group of quests are. I don't know how many quests are in Radz Han, though. That's the other place that we're going to try and clear. So we've got Palika's Stand to clear, and then we have Radz Han, depending on how many quests there are. And we're still not touching the role quests. We're going to wait until we have jobs that are around 79 or so we can just kind of, again, do them all at once. There's potential for deep dungeons, deep sea, caverns, gold, True. I don't know if you'd be able to do like underwater deep dungeons, because there's no real combat in the current underwater system. So I don't know if they could, but yeah, they could. Well, let's think. Let's take a moment here, guys, because there's a lot of potential here. So just think about the areas that have been added for Endwalker, because obviously that's probably where they'll put the new deep dungeon stuff. So we have, we have Thavnair, which is already the home for the, hidden canals, the hidden dungeons of Uznair, all the treasure map stuff that we've been doing all this time. So they already have some stories here that they could tell if they wanted to do the deep dungeons in this particular, setting here. Where else do we get added? I don't, maybe they could do something in Charlian, like, you know, they're talking about the whole, you know, we have all these storage units that are built underground for storing everything that was going to go to the moon. Well, you could say that, you know, that the security system for that broke down, and now you have to go through all the floors of whatever that is to break stuff out. There's always the, I don't know what you could do with Garlemald. I mean, you could, I guess you could climb the tower if you want to climb the Tower of Babel, even though there's already a dungeon there, but maybe you climb it after you've beat it or something. And of course the moon. Hello. What's at the bottom of the moon? Maybe, oh, maybe we go into the giant cave of leaking ether that is coming out of Zodiark forever. By the way, what is up with that? When is that going to end? Like, when does that go away? Like, there's just all kinds of places they could do. So I don't know. I do know that if it's anything, I hope it's a little bit of an improvement over the last one, but I still look forward to it. Yeah, I mean, there's just a wealth of places here where you could put, that's the one thing I really liked about it. There was a very nice diversity of areas. Like, most of the other expansions have been fairly, you know, all their zones kind of fit around the area of the country that they're in. But this expansion was so spread out, like it had, you know, several different locations. Like, that's one thing I really liked, is that there's just a wide breadth of content that is here in Endwalker. And yeah, you can, I mean, there's tons of potential for them to take advantage of it there. All right, let's zoom in. Let's just start with the quests in this building, and we'll just go around until we've got them all. I don't think I actually have been in any of these buildings yet. Oh. Fretful Arcasadara. The Fretful Arcasadara seeks someone to brave the wilderness. I've heard about all the good you've done for our village, and we're all thankful for it. I hate to impose upon your generosity further, but if you have a moment to spare, could you lend me your stout arm? I would ask that you search for my father. I haven't seen him for bells, and after asking around, it seems he may have left the village and ventured north. The divinities only know why he went alone, but if you were to follow him, if I were to follow him, I'd likely end up at the bottom of some beast's belly within a malm. Please find him and return him safely to our home. Reading comprehension is good. It is a thing that we should all endeavor to do. Oh. Here we are. I would have thought that would have gotten him. Oh, thank the heavens. I had resigned myself to becoming food for those dreadful things. What's that? My daughter sent you to find me. I thought no one saw me leave the village. But I suppose I'm not so sly as I thought. And now I've caused her and you no end of worry. The number of people fleeing to our village increases by the day, and although I would never begrudge them protection, it does put a strain on some of the food supplies. I took up my old fishing equipment, hoping I could make some small contribution. Children need hearty meals to grow, after all. Filling our stores is the least I could do to ease us through these troubled times. Think you could help this old fool on his errand? Your generosity is most appreciated. I've already set up several cages near the water. All you have to do is check them and bring me anything that they've caught. All right. Well, we can definitely help with the fish. Oh, we can help with yeah, we can help. Oh, that was the wrong button. This guy's... Oh, I'm about to die. What the... Oh, that's right, because I'm a level 80 in a level 85 place. Yeah, these guys are gonna be... I'm gonna have to pay actual attention during combat now. Collect the fish. What does it say? Oh. A cage collecting foolish fish who took the bait. Not wrong. I trust the river wasn't too cold for you. So, what'd you find? I hope my fishing skills haven't gone rusty in my old age. Now we got 2. Ah, that's what I like to see. Plump and juicy. Just what we need. This'll keep the refugees fed for another day, I reckon. And that's how we have to get through this. One day at a time. Alright, let's return to my daughter. I'm sure she's had her fill of worry on my account. Probably so, considering that she's already giving out rewards for people to come looking for you. I've been waiting for you. My father returned and told me about all that you did for him and for our village. It seems I owe you thanks for 2 good deeds today. Palikistan has long been a place where the stewards of the shrines... The stewards of the shinies. That's me. That's what raccoons are. We are the stewards of the shinies. I need the grabby hands. I need the grabby hands. One day we will grabby hands. That's to say, we've been focused mainly on meeting the needs of the departed, not the living. As such, I understand my father's desire to see our food stores bolstered, but if he gets himself killed, we'll all be the worse off for it. Thankfully, I needn't worry about that, for today at least. Take this as a gesture of gratitude from both father and I. You can! Actually, you can. I don't know if my leather worker is up that high. Not yet. No, we are not that high yet, but you can, absolutely. Did they? Oh, and they did actually. If you look here, look. They did. We have gotten the shiny hide of a Kumbira. So yeah, you can take skin and you can turn it into leather, and then you can turn the leather into clothes or armor. So yeah. Yep, there is a whole... we will be doing a crafting stream at some point. Just because I think that that's... it's a fun part of the game, and it's... Granted, it's, not... Well, I'm not going to say it's not as exciting. It's just different. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy crafting so much so that I have taken 3 whole characters through upgrading all their craftings because it is fun. All right, Zab, have a good night. Thank you so much for sticking around for the stream. And, yeah, we will see you next time. Sleep tight. All right, the Ori Dancer. Treasure hunters, the Ori Dancer is squinting his eyes at a parchment in his hand. Say, how are you at solving riddles? I've been staring at this parchment for bells, and all I've achieved is a terrible headache. If you could spare a moment, might you take a look?
These words were written by a kindly old Arcasadara who helped me flee from the beast. Unfortunately, he was struck in our escape, and the healers were unable to save him. For the compassion he showed me, I would like nothing more than to unravel the meaning of his message. Alas, I fear that is quite beyond me. As the waning sun casts light upon the stone trunk, at its end you shall find a treasure most profound. Wrest the key from crossed hands, and open the way to riches. Now I know most of the words, but in this order they seem to lose all meaning. I'm having particular trouble with the phrase, stone trunk. What could it be referring to? Does he write of the Matanga? Some statues with a prodigious nose? Let's see. Matanga? Ah, indeed. When you put it that way, the link becomes quite clear, and the sun would look quite striking near the font of Maya, which are indeed as a statue towers over the surrounding. That must be it. It's worth a look at any rate. I think I'll go there now, in fact. Are you coming along? I'm sure you'd like to know if we've cracked the riddle. Good, good. It's always better to have a companion at your side. Well then, let's make haste for the font of Maya. First one there gets pick of the treasure. That seems kind of weird. A gentleman escorts you to safety, then is injured, but uses his last breath to tell a riddle. Lead you? It does seem a little complex for dying wishes. There you are. Just so you know, I was joking about that first pick of the treasure thing. We shall be equal partners, yes? Now, looking at the parchment, there are 2 locations we should investigate. The treasure this trunk is supposed to lead us towards, and the hand which holds the key. For expediency's sake, I say we split up. If this key is located where I think it is, it may be difficult to find without some method of traversing the air. You do appear to be quite strapping, however. Either way, you can choose which one you'd like to investigate. I think I'll search for the treasure, or I'll think I'll retrieve the key. Let's try the key, since we can't fly. Excellent choice. Well then, I'll leave the parchment with you. I've read it so many times I've quite memorized it. How long were you sitting here? If you become lost in the maze of your own thoughts, simply consult it and it should set you on the right path. Let's commence that hunt, shall we? Search for the crossed hands and wrest the key from them. Oh, yep. Now, it said it would be hard to do. It'd be hard to do if you did not have flying. Of course, I just take that as a challenge. Let's see. Nah! Well, we would have failed that challenge miserably. Fortunately, we do have flying, but now I'm curious. Can you actually get there? Okay. That would have been kind of fun to do without flying, though. Well, we kind of did, actually. Alright. Perfect timing. I've just completed my task. I assume you've done the same? You truly have the spirit of a treasure hunter. I know we're both burning with curiosity, but let's wait to open this box until we return to Palikistad. Mysteries can so rarely be savored. Alright, and back we go. Let's fly towards the quest marker, shall we? We will learn our lesson, paying attention to where we're going, keeping our eyes on the road. Don't drink and drive, kids. Finally, you've arrived. Now the key goes into the lock. Curious. This jewel appears quite ancient. Judging from the symbols etched onto it, it once belonged to an Arkasadara practitioner of magic. Not surprising, I suppose. The place we found it was once used by their mages for various rituals and such. They moved deeper into the jungle during recent years, but my savior likely knew of the temple's history. This may have been his way of thanking me for rescuing him, although my efforts were for naught. I feel ill-deserving of such a prize. I shall use this to help the refugees to rebuild their shattered homes. As for you, well, I did promise you a share, yes? Not exactly half, but I hope it pleases. It's fine. Also, 815 gil, so that gem was only worth 1,000 gil, really? That's all that was? I think I didn't make out good on that one. A Pisaka's purpose Querid is short on materials and time. Oh, you're the one who slew that terrible beast, aren't you? Big and brawny, just the type of woman I'm looking for. I have a job I believe will suit you perfectly. There's a reward at the end of it if that motivates you to keep listening. I make my living as a weaver, and I have an idea to craft armor for the radiant hosts that defend our walls. However, the scales I require are in short supply. Scales from long-lived Pisaka are nigh indestructible, but such animals lead quick and brutal lives. Finding an aged specimen is difficult, slaying one even more so. Still, they are animals all the same, and cannot resist the allure of fresh meat. If you were to use the corpse of a Gusaya, then the scent of its blood will surely draw out a prized specimen. It's a somewhat dangerous task, but I suspect you've seen much worse. Alright, so kill a thing and get a thing. It is somewhere. Oh, there it is. So we're gonna... Oh, I guess it does give us a marker still on our mini-map. Very nice, very nice. So nice. So nice. Oh. It's these tigers. Tiger, tiger by the tail. Stabbed you with my knife and... Now I'm going to jail. Alright. Place the corpse at the desired location. Oh, designated. Ah, and that you can. You can absolutely be a weaver. So weavers in this game are, well, masters of the cloth. So it is all about taking grass and yarn and turning that into yarn and thread, and then taking the yarn and thread and turning it into cloth, and then taking all of those things and putting them together to make clothes. Gloves and hats. Well, not so much hats, some hats. Let's see. I have a weaver. Let's see. So weavers, oh, and I've been leveling them up so I actually can see these things. So yeah, so we have a weaver that turns grass into cloth. Oh, I guess they're now skipping we're skipping the threads step these times. There's like, because older recipes go from there. But now we just go to cloth, and yeah, so you can make helmets and robes, pants. I would show you the hats, but I can't wear any hats, so that is no good for me. Yep, work hats. Now I can show you the what is that? That's a gathering. So yeah, that's the gathering top that you can make. And of course, my lovely, this is the top you can make for crafters as a weaver. I've done reaving in real life. I want my white mage to be a crafter. Ah, yeah, it's nice. It's one thing about being a crafter is, well, one thing about being an omni crafter is just that you can almost make anything you want. Like anything that's in the game, a lot of the stuff that's worth having in the game is all crafted. Oh, well, and we really just lay the cat there. Okay. Lie and wait at the designated spot. That's actually kind of cool. I like the fact that we actually got to put the corpse on the ground instead of just, like, saying it's there. Ooh, an old Pisaka. You know, for being an old guy, that died pretty quickly. And back we are. How goes the hunt? Do you have the scales? Ah, but we do. Why, these are even more splendid than I could have imagined. The Pisaka are dangerous prey to be sure, but the reward from conquering them is well worth it. In our legends, they are portrayed as devils that feast upon the flesh of man. The goddess Mindaruva brought one low by piercing its eye, as nowhere else would yield to her weapon. The legends have an ounce of truth to them, for over many years the Pisaka's scales become imbued with metallic substances. By weaving them into thread, one can make a material of uncommon strength. Surely our defenders would appreciate garments made out of such materials, yes? I cannot fight myself, but if such skills as I possess can help us through this struggle, then I must do what I can. And for your part in aiding me in this, take this. You deserve it. I'm glad this game is so wonderful to provide all those opportunities, fun and rewarding. It is. Like, they have... Like, Yoshi just seems to really like just making a game where he's like, I want people to just be able to spend time here. Like, and I think that is... It's one of the things that I remember that a lot of the good games have done. Like, to me, it is, you know that you have made a great game and a good place for people to be when people log in and they don't do game stuff, you know, or they have choices of game stuff to do. But like here, you can do gambling. Like you can just go to the Gold Saucer, spend your time, you know, playing card games, mahjong. You can play mahjong here if you want to. Or you can go and do role playing. There's lots of people who do clubs and all kinds of things. I mean, you can have a really fun time here. Like, and it doesn't have to be about killing monsters and doing quests and things. Like that's one way. It's one of the things I enjoy about the game. I like it. But there's so much to do here. I've always heard that these type of MMOs are always called theme park MMOs, because it's you don't change anything. Like you're not able to, you know,
I can't burn down this town. Like, we can't go off and destroy things from there. So it's a theme park in that it's a place that you visit. Everything kind of stays the same, but you're on a ride and you enjoy the ride. And then, you know, you can get off or you can ride it again or do a different ride. But that's why they call it a theme park MMO, or why it's always been called that. And but there's so many. I'm rambling. I'm sure that, hold on one second. Sorry. I got something in my eye. Could you tell? Can you? Arr. It's talk like a pirate raccoon day. Although, you know, how cool is it that this thing tracks that so yeah, it's still blows my mind that all this stuff is possible. Yeah, I'll wax poetic. I'll wax poetic about this game though. It's fun. Quick heals. Utpala would help the healers do their duty. He said duty. Sorry. Might you have a few moments to spare? Our healers are overwhelmed with the number of injured and sick, and even a single pair of hands will go a long way towards easing their burden. Some of their duties require them to venture into the jungle, a dangerous prospect at the best of times, but a death sentence under current conditions. It's pretty sunny to me. I think she's thinking about, you know, the bad times. If you would offer your capable arm to them, to their aid, please do so. They will be all too glad to accept it, I'm sure. Alright, so we're gonna head to the healer is right here. The healer is in the house. We'll just go in the house then. What? You're here to help? Of course, I'm glad for any assistance afforded to me. I have just the task for one such as you, in fact. In troubled times such as these, it is ever the medicine which first runs dry. I've sent an assistant to procure a resupply from the great work, but apparently she's run into a bit of a trouble on her way back. It seems something is preventing her from completing the delivery, although she was scarce for the details. Unfortunately, circumstances being what they are, we haven't been able to spare a single person to send to her aid. Until now, that is. Travel to the wakeful Tirana, where my assistant awaits, and see if you can't solve this little conundrum she's encountered. Yes, remember, folks, it is raining death and fire right now, because that is what all these quest people think is going on. They're not aware that, you know, we've actually resolved all their problems, but you know, that's between you and me. We'll just keep that our little secret. Are you here to help? Thank the gods. Apologies for the imposition, but I just can't carry these supplies any further. I'm afraid my constitution doesn't allow for such strenuous labor. You look to have a stout pair of legs under you. Could you deliver the medicine in my stead? I must rest. Yes, just a bit of a lie down. It's all in this crate here. Please hurry. The people of Palakistan are in dire need. Would that I had more strength to give. Alright, let's grab the... Ow. Let's not do that. Deliver the medicine crate to the healer awaiting you at Palakistan. You have 4 minutes to complete the task. No? Boop, 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 boop. How good is it that like this game has only been out for like a few weeks and I'm already like just singing the songs like I know them because I've been here forever. Really?
Thank you for picking up the slack, so to speak. I must remember that not all of my assistants are fit for such demanding labor. I will administer this medicine to those in need as soon as I can. Is it Azutpala who entreated you to help me, yes? Pray inform her that all is well and give her my gratitude.
Yes, yes, we are helping you at her behest.
You've been out for quite a while. I trust the healer has kept you busy? Oh, she knows who I am? Well, all I did was pass information along, but if she sends her thanks, then who am I to deny them? The healers have barely a week of sleep as of late. I'm no fighter, nor do I have a mind for healing, but I'm happy to help where I can. Here, take this for your kind service.
Yeah. Please feel free to ramble on. Yes, to listen to the Final Fantasy music as I work on my arc. It's inspiring. It is really good. Like, for one, here's the thing that always amazes me is that it is so consistent in its quality. Like, what is it? At this point now, we're at what? At least 400, 500 tracks of music in this game. And there are very few that I do not care for. Some I liked and have worn their, they've worn out their welcome. I've listened to them too much. And some, like, there's a few that just are kind of annoying. None of them, though, are bad. Like, some I just don't prefer to listen to. But if I hear it, it's never unpleasant. And for a composer to have done that for 500 songs that's amazing. That's amazing work. So, but yeah, it is all really, because I know most other Final Fantasy games, I usually like, it's like every other thing. Like I pick out certain songs that I like and certain songs work and certain songs don't. And my model has jerked up the neck again. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, some of it's like that, but for somebody who does that on that of a regular basis, that's great. Yep. No, it's a wonderful thing. All right, let's continue on. Dreams of Venom, the seasoned hunter seeks a seasoned partner. The stories paint you as ferocity incarnate, and by the sight of you, I don't reckon they're too far from the truth. You mind lending me an ounce of your ferocity to catch some prey? What kind of prey? Prey. Tell me. The healers from the village have tasked me with hunting down a beast possessing a right deadly venom. I'm at a loss at how to go about it, but with two strapping hunters, I'm sure we'll find a way. So, are you with me? Are you ready, kids? I look forward to seeing what you can do then. Well then, our mark is to the north. I trust you'll keep up with me. I don't know why SpongeBob decided to visit us all of a sudden. That's just all the piratey. Arr, arr, arr. What pirate is this? This is not a pirate. Oh, hey, I didn't fly past it. I was here. I knew where I was. I'm here. This is fine. Hello there, Season Hunter. You came. Good. I thought there was a slight possibility you'd lose heart and slink off, but I'm glad to be proven wrong. I've set up 3 traps around the perimeter. Pieces of fresh meat mixed with medicine that'll dull the senses of any beast greedy enough to eat them. If they worked like I think they should, all you should have to do is scoop the bagoon up into a sack. Now, animals aren't known for sharing, so there's a chance one might try to take our prize. If one does, slay it and bring it to me. I'm sure I'll think of a way to use it.
I think I can leave the rest in your hands. I'm off to hunt a different prey. One with too many legs and an altogether unpleasant disposition. When we're both done with our tasks, let's meet back here. Best of luck. So this thing is a danger for hunters to have, and we're gonna hunt it together. And the way we hunt it together is you set out some stuff, and now you're going off to do something else because you have more important things to do. What? Oh. Sleeping pajama. And now there's a cunning pajama. You know, when I say it as fast like that, it sounds like I'm saying pajama, not bujama. Oh no, it's not even jama, it's bujamga. Yep, bujamga. And now we put it in a sack. Yep, large sack. This sack is large enough to hold several snake-like creatures in it. The Bajamga within the sack is sleeping soundly, but it may be best to tread carefully while you hold it. That is a fair thing to ask if you are transporting a sleeping snake. Oh, and here are two. Got one. Ah, so it's only the one that was. Deliver the captured Bunjamga and the slain Bunjamga to the seasoned hunter. The only thing I don't like is, oh well, there's times like these where because they're making the songs where they now actually have beginnings and ends, like they're not seamless like they used to be, and so that means that there's always these like small breaks in the music. You've got a healthy look about you. I take it that means you avoided any runs with the venom, eh? Let's see what you caught. You caught all these things. By the 12, you managed to kill one. It takes 3 of us days of planning to achieve such a feat, and yet you did it with nary a bead of sweat on your brow. The stories were true indeed. I will take this to the healers straight away. Find me again in the village and you'll have your well-deserved reward. The kind of cool thing to notice is that as we've gone through these quests, we've almost managed to get an entire level's worth of XP out of just these quests. Kind of cool. It's good to see you returned, friend. The healers were impressed with our work, but I made sure they knew it was you who single-handedly slew that Bajamga. The healers used the venom to make a salve that numbs the skin, useful for when they need to cut the rot out or administer some other ghastly treatment. Any road, good work today. May the hunt be prosperous. Everybody keeps paying me the exact same amount. It's kind of almost like they're colluding. Jubcall has a pair of metal containers in his hand, and they appear to be piping hot. Ooh, piping hot, you say? Ooh, tell me your news. Tell me what news there is. You're the traveler who rescued the children of Medvan and Kesarov, yes? Do you have a moment to spare for the brave souls that watch over our village? When the Radiant host short-handed, the courageous among us have volunteered to climb those treacherous cliffs and keep lookouts for any approaching beasts. I would make the long days easier with a home-cooked meal, but I cannot reach the summit on my own. Every mount that might carry me there is otherwise indisposed, but I don't believe that will prove a problem for one so resourceful as you. If you would be so kind, please deliver these meals to the lookouts at the summit. I'll pay you for your troubles if that will help speed things along. It won't hurt. I meant to say news about getting XP. Oh, yeah, no, that is good news. It is good to know. Now, here's a curious thing. I'm curious if this quest actually does require you to have flying. I haven't seen a quest yet that has required it. At least none of these, but... First time for everything. And yes, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this on such a low job, because they do... All quests do give XP, at least all the ones that they've made since... Stormblood? I think all the quests, yeah, all the quests from Stormblood onward. Oh yeah, you do need flight to get up here. Yeah, alright. The sound of my stomach would drown out the alarm. Say, you didn't bring anything to eat, did you? Ooh, they were delivering curry. Ah, oh god. Curry and chai. Just to have a spicy, spice-filled... that would be so nice. I would love a nice thing of curry and rice, and then afterwards you have a nice that'd be so nice. Sorry, I had a moment of weakness there for yummy yum yums. Lots of yummy yum 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 yum. Ah, I knew I recognized that heavenly scent. Spices to fortify the spirits and tea to sharpen the senses. This will tide me over until my replacement rise. So want. There are times when I get cravings for things and it's just, Is that why there are long lines at Saxby's? I would believe it. I would believe it. That smell set my stomach rumbling something fierce. Pray tell me you've brought enough to share. Let's see what it actually says. Curry, a metal container carrying a hearty serving of curry, still warm to the touch. It's all for me? Why, thank you. I was beginning to dread the rest of my watch. There's nothing like a spiced curry to keep hunger away. I've never seen a container quite like this before. Not a drop of curry was spilled in your flight, and it's still piping hot. Thank you, friend. Yeah, having good Indian food is just nice. Like, there are times where I've gone to there's just such a feeling of comfort that comes when you have gone to an Indian restaurant and you have eaten the food there and I'm always pleasantly full. Like, every time I've gone to eat Indian, it is very hard for me to like eat to the point where I'm hurting or I'm stuffed or I'm uncomfortable. Like, somehow every time I go to an Indian place, I always just eat the right amount. And I always leave feeling very, very satisfied. Yeah. So it's a good feeling. I can see you delivered the meals. If you had eaten them, I would smell your guilt. Yeah, not from lack of wanting, sir. I will at least give you that. I am grateful, as I'm sure the lookouts are as well. Long ago, we would post soldiers upon those cliffs, that we might see invaders approaching by sea. Think something much worse would eventually cross the ocean. Regardless, we are blessed that nature has provided us with a way to watch for danger. I hope to keep our lookouts fed for as long as I can. Oh, now they're paying me less. That's less than the 800 we usually get. Alright, Viraban, what quest do you have for us? The Guardian's Shield. Viraban is wringing her hands nervously. Egads, my knees. My ears are catching up to me. You there, traveler. Might you have some time to spare for an old maid? As I fled from the chaos that erupted, I took a terrible spill and dropped the charm that is very important to me. And can you believe it? One of those flea-infested Hanuman langurs scooped it up off the ground and scurried off into the woods. Would that I still had my youth. I'd skewer that fiend at the end of my spear. Alas, my vigor isn't what it once was, and I'm still aching from that fall besides. You should have your charm back, don't worry. You should get your wounds treated first. Yeah, we'll have your charms back. Don't worry. We'll help. Really? You'd do that for me? The animal ran off in front of, towards the font of Maya. Fill it quickly and return my charm to me, please. How must I defend myself from fate's cruel machinations? Let me tell you, you learn some things in the weirdest of places, and I will always know how to say the word machinations. And the reason I will know that is because of ProZD. Because of all the things, one of the videos, and I think it was actually the very first video I ever watched of his, was a video that was about how you, in games, you meet the villain at the very beginning. He was making fun of those games where you do meet the villain at the very beginning of the game, and it's part of the things, and you know as the player that he's the villain, but none of the other people managed to yeah, see, look at that, that's the neck thing. Hold on, yeah, see that. And here we go, pop. Yeah, that's so weird. I know it's got to do something with it. Let me try one other thing. Hold on, we're gonna try something here. You guys move over here. Move there. Okay. Let's do that. All right, we're straight. Oh, that looks even. Oh, that's because I haven't reset the actual camera. Let's try that now. There. That's a little bit better, I think. Anyway, so yeah, he's just making fun of how he was making fun of the games where you meet the villain at the beginning and you know he's the villain, but nobody else seems to notice that he's the villain, even though it's painfully obvious that he's the villain. And then 16 hours into your gameplay, of course, he reveals himself as the villain and everybody else is completely surprised. But of course he does the whole, like, what was it? He did, anyway, just go watch the video. It's really good. It's really good. It's a really funny video. It's like, here, in fact, I will be the nice person. I'm going to go and find it. Let's see. Because it should be required viewing if you haven't seen it. Let's see. ProZD, when you know the villain. I think that's the one it is. When you start a new game, yes, when you, and I hope it's got 14 million views on it. That's gonna be a pretty easy video for most people to have seen, I think. But I will do it anyway because it is. I still want to be the guy who's like, yeah. I'm not just gonna sit here and tell you about the video because that's boring. Here, there you go. There's the link for it. Feel free. Which person made the video? His name is ProZD, and I think he got his start on either TikTok or Vine or Instagram, or he had a big following before and then he had to post all his stuff to YouTube afterwards or something. Either way, his stuff is on YouTube, so you can see it easily. Hello there, sir. Oh, and now we have to kill them. Oh, and these are level 85s. Quick, bird, come out. I'm gonna need some help. Got really, some of his videos have a real, and dude's got a voice. Dude has a, oh no, we've got two, oh, this is not gonna be good. Oh, I have made mistakes in my life. Heal me, bird, I'm dying. I'm gonna put bird in healer mode because she seems to be not as concerned with my health as she should be. The nice thing was I was panicking, so I didn't do any of my things other than just running around trying not to die. And none of them dropped it. None of them dropped it. What horrible, horrible. Oops. Give me your bracelet. Nope. These fools think they can hide. At least my bird is actually keeping me alive now. That's always a good thing. Good thing for it to do. Still no. Ooh. Oh, we're gonna avoid the Vista because we are only doing XP off the quest for right now. At least, you know, minus all the stuff that we're having to kill at this point. Oh. It says that the quest is supposed to, it'll have to be in here. Nope. Nope, they were... Still nothing. Wow, this is a stingy. I do want to check. Let's check the guys on the other side of the lake. Do they have the quest marker on them as well? They do. Let's just see. Let's see if we can... Sung one. Yes, dude has got some good acting skills on him. Like I said, he's got a great voice. Hey, we got it. We found the charm. Hey, no. That's very nice. But yeah, I will always remember how to say machinations because of that particular video, because it was just that monologue is just such a good one. I loved the way his pronunciation, all these things. My machinations lay undetected. Is a phrase that, yeah, just kind of sticks with you. You are returned at last, and none too soon. I feel that something terrible is soon to happen. Were you able to slay that monster? Lady, we slew a ton of them. Just for you and your bubble. Yes, this is it. This is it. I can already feel my vitality returning, such as it is. Death shall have to wait for many years yet. Thank you, traveler. I received this charm in my youth when I was handed my spear and deemed a warrior true. It was passed down through our order, and I keep it still to remember my halcyon days. Although my fighting days are long behind me, I would be happy to impart some small measure of my knowledge to the stewards of the future. In time I shall give this charm away, just as it was given to me. When I relinquish it, I shall tell my recipient of your bravery this day, that your deeds might echo into the future. Please, take this as a reward. It's the least I can give. What are we getting? Ooh, wine dark soup. Alright, now the bird's gonna stand on the table, but that's fine. We have things to do. T. Fortell. Misaja wishes to read the fate of a brave adventurer. You have a look in your eyes I am well familiar with. You wish to see the threads of fate which guide you, yes? What if I told you there could be illuminated through the fine art of reading chai tea? Yes, the last remnant of a cup of tea can show your fate. The leaves and spices in the cup, spelling out a message for those who can read it. This art has been perfected over generations in Thavnair, and I am willing to share it with you. Are you willing to take my gift? Splendid! Before we begin, however, you must gather the spices we will use with your own hands. It's the only way to attune the tea to your destiny. I have marked on your map a location where you can harvest 3 different spices. You will choose 2 of these, and do not make this choice lightly. It may very well decide the course of your future. Ooh. Now this is a fascinating idea. Not only are you just going to read the tea leaves, so to speak, but I have to go and gather and make the tea that I'm going to be doing. And that is, I like it. Of course, I kind of like that idea just from, forget the fortune telling part. I kind of like the idea of like being kind of that, getting to experience that side, that intimate of tea making. Goodness, can you imagine that? Oh, let's see. What do we have here? We have Singabera root. We have Thavnairian bay leaves. And we have talisman needle leaf. The fortune teller wrote that the talisman needle leaf dispels negative thoughts, bringing a sense of calm to those who consume them. Oh, we get to see what all of them are. All right, let's see what they all are. The fortune teller wrote that the Thavnairian bay leaf improves the working of the stomach, preventing discomfort and embarrassing irregularities in the gut. Oh my. Now that is very much me. The fortune teller wrote that the root of the Singabera raises body temperature to expel toxins and other harmful substances from the body. Well, let's see. We have one that dispels negative thoughts, improves your stomach, and raises your body temperature. So for me personally, yes, I would absolutely want the Thavnairian bay leaf because I need my stomach and gut and stuff working to be you know, nice and everything. So I think we're gonna pick the Thavnairian bay leaf for helping our stomach. And then we are going to pick the talisman needle leaf, which attracts a tiger. Alrighty, let's go. Let's oh ah! Goodbye, Tony the Tiger. Alright, and the fortune teller says the needle leaf dispels negative thoughts. So it's helping my gut work out and helping me feel good. That's a good chai tea right there. Although I like that they're just having you do it based off of what benefits it gives you, not in any way like how it will taste. Like, you would think that would actually be the more important thing for people to... Is that a fate? No. That's the, Oh. Well, there's the hunt train we missed. Rank A train is rolling along. All right. Well, you guys have fun. We will pass by the hunt train this time, because we have quests to do. And you can never tell when a hunt train is gonna. You can't ever schedule a hunt train to like. Can you guys do this for my stream? That'd be great. That's one where you'll really. That's one where I would absolutely have to spend the whole time like paying attention because, you know, they're just constantly like zoom. Let's go. We got the next place to go to. Bye. You have returned with the spices, I see. I hold your future in your hands. Now, give them to me and I shall brew you a tea you are not soon to forget. And here you are. This tea will decide your destiny, but that doesn't mean it cannot be delicious as well. I hope I don't have to convince you to drink until the final drop. See? Delicious, yes? Now, pass the cup to me, and I will read your fate. Ah, most curious. Fascinating. Oh, you will have an unexpected reunion with someone from your past. Will it be a lover, friend, family, or an erstwhile comrade at arms? The tea does not say, but it will surely become a pivot on which your destiny turns. Well, how does it feel? A glimpse of foresight is often an enlightening experience, and I hope that my humble skills to dispel doubt in the days ahead. Thank you for giving me the chance to hone my craft further. You're welcome. What'd you give me? Carny Yarrick. Topped with a single slice of tomato, this baked stuffed eggplant is positively bursting with meat and spices. Yeah, that's yummy. Please don't try this at home in real life. Okay, yep. All right, so content warning here, everyone. Do not try this at home. As I picked some Wadefly flowers, leaves, and then looked up in a picture guide and book and discovered I had picked belladonna. Okay, this obviously means that somebody knows who belladonna is, and then there's me who does not. Let me go and look that up. So I can... belladonna. I'm gonna assume you're meaning the one that's known as the Deadly Nightshade. Is a toxic perennial herbaceous plant. Oof. The foliage and berries are extremely toxic when ingested. These toxins include lots of things which causes delirium and hallucinations. Alkaloids became common. Has unpredictable effects. The antidote for belladonna poisoning is stuff. All right. Well, that sounds like that would have been one of the worst things to have picked up off the ground if you're gonna pick up something. Weesh. I mean, obviously, I'm glad you're okay from it. I'm weird when it comes to food, though. Like, I'm a picky eater. I am such a picky eater. And I will need to... I don't think I've had eggplant in a while, although people keep talking about it. I kind of want to have a safe space from eggplant, because remember I have like memories of not caring for eggplant. So I want to have a safe space where I have the option to like have a bite, and then, but I don't have to commit. I need a taster. I need a thing that I can give to somebody if I don't like it and be like, you know, look, this just really wasn't for me, but thanks for confirming my bias. That's what I need. I need to find an eggplant lover. Have no words. Except for, let's talk to the monkey. Monkey got a quest. An unexpected guide. The Hanuman Langur is beckoning to you with uncertain intent. Chitter, chitter, hee! Oh my. Chitter, chitter, hee! It appears this creature wants you to follow it. What harm could come from doing so? What could possibly go wrong? They said it. This isn't even me commenting on it. This is them straight up just going, what could possibly go wrong? Chitter, chitter, hee-hoo! Creature appears to want you to follow it deeper into the jungle. Follow the Hanuman Langur and try not to fall behind. Oh. Oh. Well, he is not fast. I like these. I like that we now actually have. They're not escort quests because we're not having to. We do have escort quests now where we have to, you know, basically hide from people who are looking at us. I love that they added that. Just a fun little break to the normal quest. But then they'll just also have these, like, you know, try to keep up. That's how it's prepared. Cooked eggplant tastes like meat. It's good for vegans, and I'm not a vegan. Oh. I'm gonna assume this is where you have come across an elderly Ori woman bent over in pain and breathing haggardly. Provide what treatment to her that you can. Yeah. So I like I said, I'm interested in trying it. I just need to have I need a safe space to do it in. Let's aid the lady. Thank you. I feel much better now. A terrible beast fell upon me and I fled, quickly losing my bearings in the thick woods. This kindly creature guided me to safety, but my wounds pained me. How long ago was that? Bells ago? Days ago? I cannot say. Chitter, chitter. Yee! Of course, little friend. Thank you for delivering this kind soul to me. I owe you my life. Chitter, chitter. Hee hee hee. We shouldn't stay here, for nowhere outside the village gates is safe. I believe I can return safely on my own. Seek me out and I shall see you are rewarded for what you have done. So it's a lady and her best friend, the monkey. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing to be at home with your monkey. Especially if the monkey's your good friend. Ah, my savior arrives at last. I feel right as rain now, and all thanks to your ministrations. And that creature, of course. I haven't seen it since returning here. The legends of this island say that Hanuman Langurs are a servant of the divinities, appearing when they deign to show an interest in worldly affairs. I think there may be some truth in those tales. I must remember to make an offering when I am able. As for your reward, however, please take this, and know I shall never forget the goodwill you showed me. Lots of dialogue this time. Lots of dialogue. Yeah, we'll keep going on and on. Flowers for the family. The man is desperately searching for something on the horizon. Oh, you're the one who saved Mivan's child. Might you help a father in need? My daughter is nowhere to be found, and I fear she's gone off into the woods and by her lonesome. Others from the village have joined in the search, but our number are few. We've yet to even reach Perusa. If you could add your eyes to the search, I would be ever so grateful. My daughter was wearing a red coat when I last saw her. I will make my way to Perusa, so bring her there if you find her. May the gods grant you insight. Yeah, and I know a lot of what we're doing, it makes these quests take a little bit longer because most of the time, you know, if you're at one of these hub places, you'll just collect all the quests because you can hold them all, and it'll just make, you know, where's the... Oh, there she is. Because yeah, since we're doing all the quests kind of one at a time, so that we can just watch the story the whole way through. Yeah, some of them, it's definitely taking a lot longer to do these than it would normally would. Like I think most people are done with the quest within an hour, not even that. So yeah, the fact that we've literally taken what, 6 hours of playtime to just run through these quests. It's crazy. Oh, who are you? My father? Oh, I am such a fool. I wanted to pick some flowers before visiting Perusa, but I never wanted to cause worry. Still, since you're already here, could you help me? You can't find Perusa without one each for the Manusa and Murga. Let's find those and then we can be on our way. The lost scroll is now accompanying you. All right. All right, we have a Manusa. Oh, you just want to see Manusa flower. The divine Manusa loved these flowers much like we do. Mother said that the red petals symbolize life and reminds the divinities of the lifeblood that's the source of their power. Oh. You don't want the Smagaspaki. Up. Murder flower. Mother told me these orange flowers are favored by the gods of Murga. Doesn't the color of their petals remind you of the rising sun? Its nourishing rays are a source of power for the Murga, and they cherish these flowers above all others. Alright, now we need to go to Perusa. Which is back the way we came. Alright. Oh, nope. You're not breaking out our swords. We just have to talk. No, thank the gods. I'm so glad she's safe. I apologize for troubling you, but I really want to see Mother again. I couldn't imagine visiting Perusa without these flowers in hand. If I offer these to the gods, surely they'll allow Mother to return to us, right? Will you come with us? Here, you offer this flower to the Murga and I'll offer this one to the Manusa. The gods will be so happy to receive them. Aww. Aww. I like that they timed her things with ours. Thank you. I can't wait to see Mother again. Yes, me too. Why don't we return home? We can prepare the soup she likes so much. Thank you, traveler, for all you've done. Meet me at the village and I'll see that you are rewarded for your kindness. Aww. That's a little sad. Oh no, there's an angry thing in in just one of my discords that just happened. Oof. Welcome. My daughter is safe and sound and in high spirits. Perusa is said to be a place where you can commune with the spirits of our lost ancestors. Doubtless she believed that her little expedition will bring her lost mother back. Regardless, I will see that she doesn't wander off by herself again. You've proven yourself worthy of your reputation today.
Go. Two more. And we will be done. All right, Arcasadara Youth, my friend the Yeti. The young Arcasadara is staring off into the jungle with worry in his eyes.
Ah, excuse me, but you're a traveler, yes? Would you be willing to take on a personal request? I am worried for the safety of a friend of mine and would ask you to check on them. Thank you. I know you have no shortage of demands on your time. My friend, you see, he is a bit of a private person, and I only wish to know how he is faring after the recent troubles. However, the journey to his abode is too dangerous for me to attempt alone, and I wouldn't dare ask another villager to go in my stead. A traveler with a sharp blade, however, could surely get the task done with little effort. He resides in the jungle to the northwest, or at least he used to. I'll mark the location on your map. His name is Sushena, and if you say his name, he should respond. If my worst fears have come to pass and he is wounded, please use this medicine to treat his wounds. You will be rewarded for your efforts, but I suspect you would have helped me even if I had nothing to give in return.
Morning, Greg. How you doing? Well, it only took us 2 whole streams to finish this zone. Only took 2. And this one we kind of nosed the grindstone on this one. With the chat mode in say, use the keyboard to say Sushena. I will do that. Sushena. You hear faint sounds of an animal in pain emanating from the direction of the bluffs. Investigate its source. We will do that. Oh? How so? Oh. The Yeti appears to be wounded. Perhaps the medicine provided to you will alleviate its suffering. Well, my friend the Yeti. Although you cannot understand the Yeti's words, you can sense the gratitude behind them. Return to the young Arcasadara and inform him that his friend is well. That does not look well. Just saying. But hey, if it... Oh, you mean the fog here? What is this? Is fog, right? Yeah. Yep. It is a foggy time. Foggy time in Thavnair. Also, that would be interesting. Like, we have this nice, playful music that's making everything seem all kind of nice and happy, even like that. You could totally put on a horror soundtrack right now and be like, oh, this is not going to end well. One of the main things I like about music is how much it can change a scene.
Welcome back, traveler. So, how was he? Oh, that's horrible. Still, I suppose I can be grateful that you could treat his wounds. I owe Sushena my life. When I was attacked by one of those terrible Pisaka, Sushena's roar drove the monster off. That was the start of our friendship, one I've treasured ever since. But my family has forbidden me from venturing into the woods, so I haven't been able to check up on him. I know they're only worried for my safety, but still...
You shouldn't abandon your friend.
You're right, of course. Surely if I explain Sushena's bravery and selflessness, they'll understand. I've nothing to lose by trying anyway. Thank you. Not only did you save Sushena, but you've reminded me what true friendship is worth. It's not much, but please, take this.
We get more curry. Where's the...
Yes, lentil. Lentil curry. This game. Why? Why? I just want something yummy to. Yeah, and I got horrible today. My lunch today was so awful. It was so bad. I had Arby's. Why? Why did I think I should eat Arby's? But it was not good. It wasn't good at all. It was like, the meat was tough and the sauce was not really that tasty, and the fries were probably cooked in rancid oil, and it was a awful lunch. I felt so awful for most of today. Like, I had to take a nap afterwards. I needed to lay down because that lunch just put me out. And then you got this game talking to me about lentils and curry and chai tea. Bastards. Alright, Yazan. What's inapparent? Yazan is mumbling to himself indistinctly. Oh, excuse me. Did you need something? Wait, you're her. The very woman who saved Mevin's child. Kitasha, was it? I knew it. I'm Yazan, an alchemist of the great work. I am but one of the few who are looking after the child as she makes her recovery. Mevon and Kesarov were dear friends of mine. Thank you for everything you've done for their daughter. Her condition is on the mend, I'm sure you'll be glad to hear. We've been taking turns checking in on her. The last thing she needs is a gaggle of adults fussing over her day and night. That being said, when she's fully healed, there is the question of who will be in charge of her care. For the love I bore both her parents, I would gladly take her in as my own, but that would mean raising her away from her home. Moreover, I am yet to be wed, and my duties consume so much of my time I can scarce focus on my own care, let alone that of a growing child. I doubt my ability to give her the love she deserves, love equal to that her parents gave her. She deserves better than that, so I've considered finding someone more suitable. It's the least I can do, and truth be told, perhaps the best option. Even so, although I was born here, much of my life was spent at the great work. I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea who to ask, even if I had the time to do so. You, however, seem to be well loved among the people here. Could you ask around in my stead? It would be a much more effective use of my time to prepare medicine for the wounded and sick. I apologize for imposing such an enormous task on you, but I would trust no one else with it. When you've finished, come to my hut to the south of the settlement, and we can discuss any potential parental candidates. Oh my, we searching for a baby. We're searching for a baby daddy. Let's see, anybody in here? No. We got two. We have the weary resident. The child, eh? None dote over quite Yazan, but I understand alchemy isn't a merciful trade for a parent. Still, there's no one else that comes to mind when I consider the question. I'd volunteer to take her in myself, but with the chaos of recent events, it's difficult enough to see me and mine are fed and clothed. I know I'm not the only one facing such hardships either. Alright. Cheery resident. Who do I think is most suitable to care for the child? Yazan is the obvious choice. Dependable, loyal, and dutiful. Every quality you would desire in a parent. I know he does become so absorbed in his research, but that devotion has made him a peerless alchemist. Who better is there to look after someone so sickly as her? He has a point. He has a point. And let's not ever forget that most people who are parents didn't really quite a lot of people kind of didn't, Wasn't like they got trained for it first before they became parents. It just kind of falls in your lap, and there you go. If you ask me, Parasim is the most motherly among us. She has a child of her own not too long ago, so I reckon there's no one better to be a wet nurse. That being said, times have been troubled for us all. It might seem unseemly to ask her to take on such a burden, unless she is willing. Oh, well, let's go talk with... Oh, we're gonna go talk with Yazan first. Welcome to my humble workshop, Kitasha. I'm almost too nervous to ask, but what did the others say? Eh? Someone nominated me? Well, that's neither here nor there. You said Parasin's name was mentioned? She was a good friend of Mivand, it's true, but there are other factors at play that make me reticent to ask her. Simply put, I'd rather not burden her further if it can be avoided. That being said, we don't exactly have the luxury of choice, all things considered. I suppose I would be remiss if I didn't at least speak with her. I owe the child that much. Will you accompany me, Kitasha? A supportive presence by my side would help me find the right words. Parasin should be nearby, doubtless watching over her own child. I must deliver this medicine before speaking with her, so please go on ahead. Okie dokie. Smoky Pokey. Let's go talk to the Parasin. Oh, Passerine. Aww, look at her. That's a... See, here's the thing. I love the fact that this is an animation in the game. We can't do it, but I love that it's a thing you can do. And it's nice. That's just nice. Ooh, cutscene. Yazan, it's so good to see you. And who is this with you? Passerine, meet Kitasha. She's the hero who saved Mevans and Kirasov's daughter. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Thank you for your bravery. I had heard tell of the troubles she's been through since. I hope you'll be able to see her return to health soon. It has been trying, to be sure, but we must look forward to the day she is hale. Everyone is doing their utmost to make it so. The question remains as to where she will go from there, however. I've considered taking her into my home, but I fear my qualifications as a parent are somewhat lacking. I know you've been a dear friend to Mevan, and as such only thought it would meet to ask if you were willing to care for her daughter. If you are, I would do everything in my power to see that she is given into your care. I'm flattered. Mevan was his family to me, and I view her child as my own. I would do anything to see her raised into the bravest woman as her mother. However, I cannot care for her. I am not worthy to care for her. Worthy? What is that? My apologies. I understand it was a sudden request, and no small one besides. Please forgive the imposition. I'll be in the village for some time yet. Should you require keepment for you and yours, please seek me out. I will. Thank you, Yazan. I would speak with you further, Kitasha. Let's return to my dwelling. Oh? A sneaky elephant, you say? That wasn't too forceful, was I? I simply asked her if she was willing. I didn't mean to make her feel obligated to agree. I found her words somewhat mystifying. Not worthy. What could that mean? I'm not one to pry usually, but this worries me. I consider Passerine a friend, and I am loath to leave her to her troubles. And there's still the matter of the child. I shall have to think on what to do from here. I may need your help soon again, Tasha. I hope you're willing. Apparently he needs my help right now. curing what ails Yazan requires a capable green thumb to assist him.
That's not me. I kill plants. I kill all green things. Do not put a plant around me. It will die.
Well then, if you're willing, I have a task that requires some immediate attention. It's simple but essential, namely, the gathering of herbs. The child is in a vulnerable state, and I would fortify her against further sickness. There are also more wounded in this village than I had anticipated, and my stores have been rowing low. It would be best to replenish them while time affords us an opportunity. Can I count on you to help me? Splendid. I require several of the reddish soma herbs, which grow among the shrubbery to the northeast. With both of us working in tandem, I wager we should have enough gathered before the next bell.
Alright. Let's go gather herbs from the north. There's what? Investigate the shrubberies. I've been wanting to do nothing but investigate shrubberies all this time. And of course, snakes. Ooh. Well, so much for them snaky snakes. There appears to be the herbs, or these appear to be the herbs you seek, but only the stems remain. Another enterprising alchemist must have already been here. I think I already saw the other shrubbery. Oh, nope, it's just, we got that. Oh, and there's our guy.
I saw the creature emerge from the brush, but you felled it before I had a chance to be frightened. I'm glad you survived unscathed. If that had been me, At any road, did you manage to find the soma? Excellent work, excellent work. My search came up fruitless. It appears we're not the only ones seeking this particular herb. It shouldn't come as a surprise, I suppose. This area is well known for the medicinal plants that grow here. If my supplies run low once more, perhaps I should ask the villagers if they have any to spare. For now, I believe we found all we can. Let us return to Palika's stand.
La 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 la.
As I suspected, we weren't the only ones searching the jungle. I returned to my quarters to find a bag positively stuffed to the brim with herbs, including soma, in fact. I asked a nearby colleague who delivered this bounty, and they told me it was one of the Arcasadara's stewards. I believe I know who it is. Her name is Sula. A shy one, but obviously kind of heart. I spied her eavesdropping during our conversation with Passerine. Poorly, I might add. I apologize for asking more of you at the end of a trying day, but would you speak with her for me? Offer our thanks for the herbs and perhaps find out if she knows anything of Passerine's troubles.
Medicinal herbs. Medicinal. Medicinal herbs are great. They're fantastic. So nice.
Oh, you are... I mean, who are you? Do you require something from me? The herbs? I came upon them while hunting, nothing more. I have heard that the medicines made from them is effective in treating the ailments of young children. It seemed only meet that I should do my part, as it were. That? Oh, well, very well. I believe I can shed some light on the root of Passarine's distress. That is what you wish to hear, yes? Yazan asked you to speak with me, just as he asked you to gather his herbs. Well then, perhaps it is best for us to all speak together. Go to him and allow me some time to gather my thoughts. I shall approach you when I am ready. Okay. Are you ready now? How about now? How about now? How about now? Huh? You're just in time. I've only just finished synthesizing the medicine. So did Sula tell you anything of interest? Well, I suppose we can hear it straight from her. I appreciate that you felt it fit to include me. Firstly, I owe you an apology. I was sneaking about out of concern for Passarine. I know what it is that weighs on her mind, you see. That is what you want to know, yes? The story is troubling to hear and even more troubling to relate. Before I tell it, you must promise me that you will be her strength in the days to come. Of course. Anything to help a friend. Dazar, her beloved husband, was killed. When the veil of chaos descended upon the world, he fled into the jungle and transformed into one of those terrible beasts. He returned here a monster, where my sister Chapa met his wrath. Neither of them survived the ensuing struggle. I was there as well. Despite his monstrous form, I knew it was Dazar. I froze in terror while Chapa stood undaunted. She fought alone for my cowardice. It was my fault she died. I knew this, and yet I laid the blame on Passarine's shoulders. I lashed out at her, cursing her for her husband's cowardice. When we should both have been comforting each other in mourning, I turned my back on her. I left her to bear the burden of not one but 2 deaths. It is only natural that she would be hesitant to look after another given that. I was a fool to condemn Passarine, when it is my duty to protect the people here. I wanted nothing more than to apologize since that day, but I fear my words were too cruel to forgive. I cannot stand to meet her gaze. It was a difficult time for everyone. We often lose ourselves in moments of crisis, but so long as we find our way back, we are worthy of forgiveness. Chapa would agree, I'm sure. She wouldn't blame you for what happened, nor would she want you to blame yourself. Passarine doubtless feels the same. You are right. I must apologize to her. That is the only course. Kitasha, was it? I will speak with Passarine, but I require some time to muster my courage. Soon, I promise.
Just tell us the time you smonked the herb. So I will tell you this. There was one time that I did partake. That was one of the worst times of my life. And I remember there was one thing that I said during it, because I was asked, they're like, so this is your first time. Are you liking it? Are you enjoying it? Are you feeling it? And I looked at them and said, so I don't want to ever do this again. And they're like, oh no. What are you feeling a little dizzy or something? I'm like, no. But right now, if I look at my arm, the skin of my arm looks diseased and rotten, and I am entertaining the thoughts that I need to remove the flesh from my arm. to get rid of it. And I know that that's not real. I know that that's all in my head right now. But it's in my head now. So I'm gonna go to bed now and let this hopefully sleep away. And in the morning, I don't want you to ever ask me to do this again. Okay? And so I went to bed after that. And I have never smoked it since. Because that was awful. That was worse. That was not the hippie psychedelic color, you know, happy-go-lucky fun trip that I was promised in all those 90s movies. Yeah. The sins we bear. Sula looks eager to leave Palikistan, but to where is not clear. I hope this is the last one. But we'll keep going until we finish this one, because this chain is the last one. Of course, I'm laughing that literally I hit the last quest and hit the large chain in the area. Kind of funny. Thank you for lending an ear to my troubles, Kitasha. If you are willing, there is a place I would travel to, and I wish for you to accompany me. Administering to my duties may help calm my nerves. To that end, I mean to inspect the temples for sign of disrepair. After we have finished, I hope to find the courage to once again look Passerine in the eyes. With all the monsters about, most of my attention of late has been focused on finding and protecting those who have fled. With the arrival of the Radiant Host, however, there is finally time to attend to this long-neglected duty. I too must ask that you go with Sula. Knowing that their holy places are being cared for may set these people's hearts at ease. Even an ounce of comfort is precious in these trying times. Much appreciated. Would that I could join you, but I'm afraid an alchemist's tools are of little use against fangs and claw. That doesn't mean I'll stand idly by, however. I'll remain here and continue making medicine for the children. My hands may be clumsy with sword and shield, but there are few more adroit with mortal and pestle. We are blessed indeed to have a pair such as you looking after us. Well then, let us begin the patrol. Our first destination shall be Perusa to the southeast. It is a bit of a trek, so make the proper arrangements before departing. Have you been hydrating? Not lately. I thought we were going to, and I finished my thing and have now run out of hydrate stuff. And, I should probably go do that because I am getting a little dry in the mouth, a little cotton mouth. Yeah, cotton. It happens when you spend all your time talking, and that's the. Okay, I will be right back. Oh, but we are gonna put the be right back. We're not gonna do that thing. Oh, we're doing the thing. No. All right, we are back. Thank you, thank you. I am now properly hydrated. And loves the snap, doesn't it? Every time I have to reset the model. Yes, you can always tell when I've had something, you know, when I finally can have something to drink and I can actually talk properly. Okay. Let us continue on. Where did our quest go? Oh, we're going to Perusa. This quest line seems a little weird to me. So, this is about caring for somebody's child that was, both the parents were killed.
The guy doesn't want to do it because he's having work, and they can't find anybody. And this lady apparently like made somebody else feel bad, so they're not going to be willing to take care of him. But their nerves are too much. So if I'm understanding the plot of this quest correctly, we are here to look after temples and go look for signs of damage, so that the lady who looks at the damage can earn enough courage to apologize to the woman who has a kid that she made feel bad and has a kid, so that we can pressure the woman into taking a second child from the first guy because he's too busy at work. Have I got that down as that is the plot of the quest that we are doing right now? Because that seems really bad. Really bad. I feel like this is totally a quest that if this makes sense in Japanese, this is very much lost in translation. It has been some time since I have set foot in these hallowed grounds. In many times bygone, there were even more such places in the region, but many were moved to Vanaspati. From one of the divinities worshipped here were these words of wisdom passed down, that we might send off our departed with its wisdom. Just as life leads to death, so too does death lead to life. Do not shed tears for the departed, for they have but set foot upon a new journey. Be not forlorn that your paths have diverged, but look forward with joy to the day that they might cross again. For as long as I can remember, I followed in my sister's footsteps. In her absence, I have felt lost. Whenever I think to forge a path of my own making, my legs become heavy and my heart becomes anxious. Your sister would want you to move forward with courage. Sometimes standing still offers a new perspective. Now you move forward. Imagine explaining this to the child when it grows up. No. No. We do not tell a soul about this. Capiche? Thank you, Kitasha. Yazan has a generous soul, and to have your wisdom to buoy me is more than I deserve. Would that I could open my heart to Passerine in the same way. Oh, lady. Lady, I gotta slap some sense into you. Pow. This part of the temple appears to be well kept. Let us check the other side, shall we? Yeah, we were gonna try and decide who should be the parent for this child based off of, you know, senses of how they raise kids, how well they, you know, how good of a provider they are. But no, we're doing it with who can we schnazzle into doing this because all of us have too many important things to do. How awful for this poor child. The Warrior of Light will take this child. We will be your mommy. Yes, that's right. Mommy Kitasha. Mommy Kitasha is here for you, little baby. You can ignore all these stupid NPCs. This area is in ghastly shape. Scratches here and cracks there. Will you help me investigate further? We will cover more ground by searching separately. I shall search around this area. I trust you to do your due diligence. Lady, you have never met me before, and yet you are entrusting me with all these things about that I know what I'm looking for when it's time to repair stuff. There's so much wrong with this quest. So much wrong. The stones here are cracked and require repair. Well, if that's all I'm looking for, I am qualified to tell you that. Yeah. I can look at something and go, the stones here are crumbling and fragments of them litter the ground. It would be best to replace them. Yes, I am qualified to tell you, hey, this shit's broke. Now I just gotta find the oh, we have apparently angered the Snuffleupagus. The stones of the foundation appear to be unstable. However, filling in the areas where the grout has fallen away should remedy that. Yep. All right, cool. Well, apparently I was actually qualified to look at stuff and say this shit's broke. Why can't I fly? I'm having flying issues. Have you finished? Was it as bad as it looks? I see. This may have been the site of a battle or some other horrible conflict. I must do what I can to see it repaired. Though this temple may be remote, the devout do come here on occasion to offer their prayers. Thank you for helping me today. This has helped me forget the crisis that plague us and remind me of simpler times, when we would look after the roads and protect the pilgrims on their journey. I even looked forward to setting out on patrol with my sister by my side. But I must find a way to manage without her, to set a foot upon my own path. My first step must be to apologize to Passerine, even if she may refuse it. No more distractions. That being said, if you were by my side, it may be all the more easier for me to find the right words. Because nobody here can do anything by themselves, not even apologize. Let somebody else come and take this child, please. That's what I hope. I hope that all three of them get removed from it, and we're like, oh, sorry. While you three were out, like, doing all this other crap, we happen to find like stable parents who are gonna be perfectly fine for this child. Because I don't think CPS is gonna be. Oh, we all surrounding. Yeah. We're all gonna cage this poor lady and be like, now take the child, take her. Oh, hello, Kitasha and Sula. Now I take it your patrol was fruitful. I've just administered a soothing salve to Passerine's child. She's sleeping soundly now, so us speaking should not wake her. Passerine, I'm sorry. I should not have said all those horrible things before. I was not in my right mind. It was my fault my sister was killed. I stood frozen with fear when Dazar attacked. Yet when it was all over, I placed the blame on you. I was a fool. No, Sula, you were right. It was I who couldn't ease his troubles. It was my fault he succumbed to the despair that gnawed at his heart. We've all lost something during this tragedy, through no one's fault but fate. Or these are difficult days, and we shouldn't blame ourselves for their cruelty. There is reason in your answer, of course, but forgiveness of the self is no simple matter. I am overjoyed to speak with you again, Sula. However, I'm afraid I need more time to come to terms with everything that has occurred. Would that I know how much Passerine was suffering. I could have been there to comfort her. Perhaps there is something I can do now. Something to set her upon the right path? More quest! Societal Alchemy. Yazan has one final request to make of you. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the last one. There we go. It is plain to see Passerine is not ready to forgive herself, but I'm at a loss as to what we should do. Do we leave her be, or is there some way we can help? I, for one, will not stand idly by while she suffers alone. Perhaps if she had something to remind her of her beloved, she would more easily accept his loss. Passerine never did have a chance to say her farewells. Kitasha, I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more. Will I have it? It appears I shall be in your debt again, but it is well worth it. During the chaos, most of us fled northwest to the bridge. Let us retrace those steps, and we may find something that belonged to Dazar. Pick up anything that catches your eye, and we can share what we have found once we reach the bridge. Thank you so much for all you've done for Sula thus far, Kitasha. Her spirits are already much improved for your efforts. Let's hope we can effect the same change for Passerine. The Tsar did enjoy his jewelry and baubles, so it isn't inconceivable that he may have dropped something as he fled. If you should spy anything glittering in the brush, it couldn't hurt to pick it up. Yes, we will pretend that we are searching this trail for baubles to remind somebody. Yes, if you see something shiny, you can probably feel safe now to pick it up. As before, if you saw anything shiny, yeah, don't touch that. They are not an adventurer. Though the glimmer of this object caught your eye at a distance, on closer inspection, it is a rock. I got a rock. Though the glimmer of this object caught your eye, on closer inspection, it is a rock. Please let this be something. Well, that's something. That's also not what I wanted to do. Ah. Alright, that was kind of creepy. Scary. How goes the search? I found this necklace among the underbrush. One of the Tsar's favorites, but it seems to be missing the jewel that made it shine so brilliantly. Ah, what's that in your hand? Why, this is it! The very jewel I spoke of! We make an excellent team, eh? However, we cannot give this to Passerine as it is. We must repair it first. Doubtless Yazan will be able to lend his expertise in that respect. Let us return to the village and speak with him. What an effort. What an effort being made to pawn this child off. Seriously. Like, I don't know which is more disturbing, this one or the nutcase from earlier. Yeah, bring me his delicious fruit. Oh. That's it? That's it? No, never mind. Sula has told me all about your findings, quite excitably, in fact. She's gone to find materials so she can polish the necklace to a mirror sheen. As for the jewel, I believe I can take it off your hands for the time being. Ah, materia. This repair should prove simple enough. Adhesive is one of the most elementary recipes. Once the necklace is in a presentable shape, I'll bring Sula to visit Passerine. Could you go ahead and tell her to wait for us? If we take longer than expected, I trust you can keep her enraptured with one of your grand tales. We got this. You have something for me? I don't recall asking anything of you. Passerine, I would like you to have this. Please. This is the Tsar's necklace. Oh, he was so proud the day he bought this. How in the world did you find it? I had not but memories to remind me of him, but the sight of this makes me feel that he isn't so far away after all. There is nothing I can do to change the past, but I can work to help give us both a brighter future. This was the least I could do, and I could not have done it without the help of these two. Thank you for this gift, truly, and for your wise words. I see now that you're... Oh, hit the button. Hit the button. Nope. All it takes is a single step forward, but you must take it. Sometimes you must stop to consider the best. Sometimes, because all you people are just not considering the child here. Consider the best way forward. Well said, well said. Might I add that wounds heal more quickly when a salve is applied to them. When we ignore the pain they cause, they rot. We must take action to see them healed and rest when we are tired. Only when our energy returns can we move forward, carefully, one step at a time. Yes, one step at a time. Yep, and here we go. Yazan, if it isn't too much trouble, could I help to take care of the child? The scars of recent tragedy are yet too fresh for me to take care of her entirely by myself, but even so, that doesn't mean I cannot assist in some small way. I have my own child to look after too, of course, but still, if you were to take the child under your wing, I would be happy to assist you whenever you needed me. For the time being, I could be her wet nurse. Any medicine she requires would be your responsibility, I suppose. Together we can see that she emerges from her affliction to hale as any newborn babe. That's a splendid idea, I must admit. I could hardly think of a better arrangement myself. I shall hunt and bring food for the child that she might grow to be strong like her father and mother. That is what Chappa would do. And one step at a time, I shall make her proud. The emptiness I feel at Dazar's loss will take some time to fill, but I believe in time it will heal. He would want me to heal. Allow me to thank you again for all you've done. We owe you more than we can repay. Now, I would like to see the child for myself. Yeah, it takes a village to convince the other half of the village to make up for bad parents. I'm not one for the subtleties of conversation, but I say that one as well as could be expected, wouldn't you? Now, come back to my workshop. There's something I'd like to give you. Yes, there's something we'd like you to give us as well. We'd like to see all the quest markers go away. Have we done it? Have we made it? Did we complete our goal? We have a cutscene. We have a cutscene. Of course we do. Truth be told, I had already resolved to raise the child myself, but the prospect of having a helping hand is comforting indeed. I suppose the true work starts from here, eh? I'm finally glad to have a good news to share with Karasef and Mevin. I've been so occupied with treating the sick and injured that I've still had little time to think of the departed. My friends really are gone, but I can still honor their memory. If anything has become clear from recent events, it's that the people of the settlement must speak with one another about their troubles. Solitary thoughts quickly turn dark. I'm more than capable of treating the wounds we can see, but it takes a community to heal those that are healing. Yeah, there's your the reward as a child. Oh my god, that would be an amazing. I admit the latter prospect can take some time for me to become accustomed to. Don't be so hard on yourself. Your presence put others at ease. Yep, we so pushing. We've been so pushing. You'll find a way as an alchemist, a friend, and a father. Yes. You are the baby's daddy. Would that there were more of one of me, eh? Luckily, I know more than a few concoctions that will give me the vigor of several men. I only have the energy to brew them. Regardless, I apologize for dragging you along all this time, even though I doubt we would have arrived at such an amicable conclusion without you, so I retract my apology. Although her parents are no longer with us, I must do my utmost to raise their child in a way that would meet with their approval. I owe my friends that much. Give me the money. Give me the money. Another quest. Ah. Yazan has yet another favor to ask of the only adventurer he knows.
The reward is more quests.
Ah, Kitasha, just the woman I was hoping to see. Now that I've had the opportunity to speak with more of the people here, I realize their plight is even more dire than I had imagined. The recent crisis has caused the flow of supplies to grind to a halt, and the people can scarcely meet their daily needs. This would be the case even without the influx of refugees. One way we might alleviate this is to requisition a shipment from Yedlamad, but the process takes precious time. I fear that many would starve before we see a single sack of grain. All of this is exacerbated by the lack of able-bodied fighters. The wounded are many, and there are few who have the strength and skill to guard us from beasts lurking in the forests. The Radiant host would give their lives to protect us, and have, but every day more of them are injured. Bravery alone is only worth so much in the face of overwhelming numbers. And while I appreciate all the help so far, I am not so naive as to think you will remain here indefinitely. Have we another of your skill to aid us, we might at least stand a chance to weather the worst of this storm.
Maybe save it for another time? We will do this last one. Even if there's a follow-up, but we will continue it next time. However, my time at the Great Work was largely spent in solitude, and the people of this village know little beyond its walls. But you've been to the furthest reaches and back, yes? Do you know of anyone who might lend their stout arm to these humble folk? I know of just such an adventurer, fierce as I, if not more so. I know someone who would give the merchants proper motivations for a speed. I don't know either of those people, but sure, we'll go with it. I know these people. Ah, I knew I could count on your wide web of storied personages. Ogle and Kakana, you say? I believe we may be able to kill two birds with one stone with that pair. Unfortunately, my hands are full meeting the medicinal needs of the village. Seeing as how you are already acquainted with these fellows, could you appeal to them on our behalf? Apologize for once again putting so much on your shoulders, but it is for the good of one and all. Can I count on your assistance? Thank you, friend. Well then, off to Yedlamad to meet with Kakana, yeah? Safe travels, and I pray you return with good news. Yep, we still have a bit of a ways to go. But that is the way live stream works. It's some of these things you just don't know how long they're gonna take. And you know, there you plan, but it doesn't always work out as you planned. But also at a certain point, there's enough where it's like, all right, it does not matter how far we could have gotten. There are certain other things to take into consideration. Well, if it isn't Kitasha, I had wondered when you might walk through my door again. You will be pleased to hear that young Rakashir has been taken to adventuring like a thief to a coin purse. He is more than capable enough to assist me on my less arduous tasks. Indeed, his future is bright. However, as much as it heartens me to see you, I sense your visit is not entirely motivated by a curiosity on our affairs, yes? I see. I did not know that Palakistan was beset by such troubles, but I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, all things considered. Naturally, I will do all in my power to help. A few words to the right people, and the merchants will have a shipment of supplies ready in a matter of bells. Inform this Yazan that aid is on its way, and for much less coin than the merchants would usually charge. This chaos has gripped all of Razathan, and the only together that we shall find the strength to release ourselves from it. Then if you require an adventurer, then look no further. Supplies require brave souls to defend them, correct? Then I offer mine. I will await you at the gates. Wait for me! I'm coming too! I guess they're coming too. Well, you heard the lady. I don't know. There's just something. There's something about being able to finish all of a quest at a certain time that I always like. I always hate when I can't. It's always...
And why do they all get backpacks? Look at them. Look at them in their backpacks that they get to wear. I don't get a backpack. Why don't I get a backpack? I want a backpack. Backpack filled with curry. I want a curry backpack. That'd be so good. Okay. Kitana made good on her word. Not that I doubted she would. The merchants were likely all too eager to make such a sizable trade. They even provided us with bags and coats for the journey. And it appears Rakashir will be joining us. Try as I might to convince him otherwise, his mind is made up. Hopefully this will prove to be another learning experience for him. My grandmother always did say the road is paved with good deeds. The three of us will see that no beast lays fang or claw upon these provisions. There are more supplies to come, but they will be delivered by the Radiant Host. We shall be the vanguard, the harbingers of salvations for Palika's stand. And with that, let us be off! Nope. And now we rendezvous at the... place up by the thing. Hey, look, it's the Pisakas. We find them in their natural habitat. Really is amazing how many quests they packed into this zone. Like, that was a lot. That was a lot. This has been a lot of quests. Like, this is 2 streams worth. 2, 3, almost, this is almost a 4-hour stream here. And we still aren't finished. That is a lot of quests. Oh, well, we're under attack. That was a splendid display indeed. Your bravery never ceases to impress. I've never seen such a fierce warrior. I dare she's every bit your equal. Children are so easily impressed. When Kitasha was indeed a formidable adventurer, your teacher had many great deeds to her names and more yet to come. Now, the village is not far. Let us march, and I challenge any monster to approach. Don't challenge. Hold on, you forgot the supplies. Four hours is a whole AAA game. If there are AAA games that are 4 hours long, that is shameful. That is shameful. I mean, heck, we even played through Detroit, which is a total AAA game, and you know, a playthrough of that game is like 20 hours. And that's not one where you can do anything with. You just play through it and go. Such a good game, though. Such a really good game. Oh. Did you see that, Rakashir? Mark well how quickly that beast succumbed to the flurry of blades. In no small part thanks to this brave Arkasadara. Ah, so this is the adventurer that Yazan spoke of. Not since my last hunt with sister have I fought so effortlessly with another. And never have I felt so invigorated to have such a mighty Arkasadara fighting by my side. How do you keep it up? Just watching you had me out of breath. Endurance is the product of long hours of patience, lad. Well then, it seems my hunt is finished. Let us return to Palika's stand before we draw the attention of something deadlier. Yazan will be eager to speak with you upon your return. Do not keep him waiting for long. Trust me, we don't want him to keep us going longer either.
Tell me how the story ends.
Oh, this is the good music. This is the everything's happy music.
There you are. Sula told me you brought the supplies and the protection you promised. She is at present preparing the game she hunted. She has promised to spar with me afterwards. I am fast feeling that I have made the right choice in coming here. I'm grateful for it, lass. It will do Sula good to have your energizing presence by her side. I understand that there are yet more supplies to come. I must find a way to thank the merchants and the one who spurred them to action. Kakana, was it? She will spare no effort to see Razadhan rebuilt. If there's anything else you require from the merchants, she'll be happy to help. It seems we have found a reliable ally thanks to you. No, teacher, don't forget. We should ask about the journal we found. Yes, of course. I was just about to mention it. The beast Sula and I felt was holding fast to this. Perhaps you know whose its owner is? This... by the Manuse. Yes, I do know in fact who penned this journal. They were dear friends of mine. Unfortunately, they didn't survive the tragedy that befell us. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Luckily, their memories live on in their child. And now this journal. When she comes of age, I'll show this to her, that she might come to know who her parents were. Life is but a strings of meetings and farewells. It is our memories that sustain us, that give us life. In this way, those whose journey has ended, watch over those with the strength to step forward into a new day. Of all the wisdom grandmother passed down, I hold this to be the most precious. Memories are the greatest treasure that we can leave behind. Your grandmother had a way with words. She could have taught even the divinities a thing or two. I dare say you may be right, young Yarakashir. I am not half so wise as she was, but her sage advice has been a beacon which has always guided me true. Okay, upward camera pan. Oh. Nope. Truth be told, I first accompanied you here to repay the debt I owed, as grandmother would have wanted. I see now, however, that fate intended for me to be here. In Sula, I have met a comrade in arms, and in Rakashir, I have found a capable and eager student. For both of their sakes, I must strive ever to be better than the day I was before. Perhaps I should take up the art of dance. The fierce display of the Sisagumi compelled me to set down my spear and take up the katana, but the grace and deadliness with which the dancers throw their weapons has a charm all its own. Some measure of peace has returned to the Matanga, and I believe my skills will be put better use here. An adventure must court challenge, after all. My teacher has a daring spirit, if slightly reckless, but don't worry, I'll make sure she doesn't come to harm. Have you listened to a single word I've said, Rakashir? You have no notion of the dangers I must brave daily. For now you should be content to behold great deeds and learn from them. I wager your adventures will soon take you far from here, Kitasha. Rest assured I shall safeguard the people of Palakistan in your stead. I look forward to hearing tales of your exploits. Well then, the first order of the day is to attune to the Aetheryte and gather information. Jot this lesson down, young Rakashir, for these are the fundamentals of adventurings. Come now. That is true. The first thing you should always do is attune. Our lack of supplies was weighing heavily on my mind. I feared for both Passerine and the child, but for the first time in a long while, I can breathe easy. Ogul's presence has proven to be a salve on Sula's mood as well. She laughs as she hasn't since her sister's passing. We both have you to thank for our reversals of fortune. Even the departed have benefited from Ogul's arrival. The delivery of the journal was an unexpected boon, and will doubtless prove to be vital in raising the child. When she becomes old enough to understand its contents, she will come to know the deep love her parents bore for her, a love so steadfast that it will shield her from the world's cruelty. Of course, I intend to tell her all about your part in her salvation as well. But for now, there's work to be done for both of us, I'm sure. Whereversoever your travels may take you, Don't forget the friends you have in this corner of Thavnair. And lastly, be safe. If you die before I can repay the debt I've owed you, I'll hunt you through the 7 hells until the ledger is balanced. Let's see to it doesn't come to that, eh?
That was it! We did it! Yay! Yay! Let's all take a moment to appreciate a nice, clean map that has no quest markers on it whatsoever. Nice. Alright guys, that is going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging around on this super long and super late stream to get done with our quest, but we did it. Thank you so much, everybody. As always, if you liked what you saw on the stream, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified when I go live, and hit the thumbs up on the video to make sure that you knew that you enjoyed the content from this one. If you want any of the updates for me, follow me on Twitter. It's at KitashaVT. There is a link in the video description below that you can click on. That's where I do all my stuff and more stuff. Stuff is there. Find my stuff there. That's all I got for tonight. Have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. I will be back again on Thursday night. We will not be doing quests. We'll do something else. We'll do something else on Thursday. Let's find out what it is on Thursday together. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.